gonna take a second to get this all launched, and
all right. So hey, we're live.
We are live.
We are
we're live, folks.
Live. I think I just got a notification.
We
hey, world.
Where did everything get posted?
So I just got a YouTube notification on my phone, so that's good.
Okay.
We should be on Planet Ant's Facebook page. Let's check on that really quick. Your feeds are all working. FYI, says classic we're.
All right.
So we have a watcher already and a comment, and that means so everybody. Before we really start rolling on the Homerphilia app, we have again. Made some improvements on our live streaming tech. So as of right now, we are not just on YouTube, but I believe we are, in theory, we are on Twitch and Facebook Live as well right now.
And we're on public access television too as well.
We are.
Yeah.
We are on PBS.
GSTV.
We are on every marathon gas station pump. Is that correct?
Yes, we are on the marathon gas station.
If you are watching us from a gas pump,
we got.
Please put my parents' number in for your rewards card.
So here's what's going to happen, everybody. I'm manning the tech over here on this side of my own quarantine. I got the phone thing ready to go. We got the chat stream thing going over here. So you feel free to comment on this chat. I'll be relaying your messages to the boys over here. And right now we're just kind of giving a little buffer so we can all share these streams on our feeds and whatnot.
We have not officially started the podcast. We've just started the feed.
Right.
Folks.
Oh, here we are. We're right here on. It just automatically shared it for me. So our all this stuff seems to be working.
Wow.
So
Incredible.
I'm pretty excited about all this.
Guys,
it looks solid.
Yeah.
We got a handful of watchers. Okay, so my thingy over here, it does tell me across platforms. It has comments across platforms, and it has
we're cross-platform.
We're cross.
So we're Xbox 360 as well as PlayStation 3.
Yes.
ColecoVision.
We're on ColecoVision.
Yeah.
Raspberry Pi.
We're on Coleco.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah, we
Sega
got a
Genesis,
test. We got a
Sega
test comment from Mike McG on Twitch. So that's great. So Andy, I think it's we got a handful of viewers here. I think it's you want to
Wait, let me get this up.
Oh, you're getting a post up? Okay, cool. Well, anyway, you guys, I want to thank everybody who's tuning in. You guys are starting to 313-365-4948.
We're talking about your social security number?
Yeah, post that. But I do want to thank everybody that's slowly trickling in. We're in the double-digit viewers now already, so here we go. Thank you for your slow trickle. We're at Planet Ant here. We're trying to still create some content for all of you, and these live streams and these live call-in shows have been a ton of fun, and they're even more fun when you participate. So
welcome to my world of content, cowards.
So what we're gonna do is Homerphilia is our weekly Simpsons-themed podcast. We'll explain all that in a minute. But there is not 6 feet between those people. Split it up. Sadie is not
there
happy.
are, because we have 2 sets, 2 feet each.
Yeah.
That's 6 feet, baby.
Yeah.
Andy got 2 feet.
But
Bert's
that's
got 2 feet.
Sadie.
I got 2 feet. 6 feet between us.
Sadie, we knew that you
I
were
am
going to say
riffing.
this, so the people on the outsides both have masks. And Devin's even got gloves on. And Andy dropped his mic, so that was that noise that you heard. We've all Clorox wiped ourselves. We have Clorox wipes here.
Back to front.
And front to back.
Has to give us an infection.
All right, so as soon as Andy's done with whatever the hell he's dicking around with over here, we're going to...
I have gotten a pretty severe
nobody
diaper
can hear
rash
you
from
if you're not
wiping with these
talking into the
Clorox
mic.
wipes.
What did he say? Who is that?
We have so we're up to the quarter of 100 viewers right now, and we're still not doing anything, Andy.
All right, bear with us, folks.
All right, so here I'm gonna.
We just want to make sure everybody's.
I'm gonna give a countdown.
Right.
So this part that you've heard so far is not going to be on the actual podcast. Again, thank you people for tuning in. Hopefully more people show up. Keep commenting.
Great.
I'll relay your comments. We'll post the number on the corner of the screen.
A quarter
in
of
a second.
100, huh?
Quarter of 100. I like to make things sound big.
Wow.
All right. Well, we are going to get started with the actual podcast. So after my countdown, the rest of the audio will be the Homerphilia podcast.
What do you want to count down from 30?
Count down from.
Anthony
Count down from
Coates
30?
says, "What
Alright,
up? Miss you guys."
Coates.
Hey, Coates.
Don't talk.
All right, so we're gonna get started. Coach, we'll say your name again on the podcast probably.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the podcast will start in 5, 4,
9, 8,
3,
7,
2, 1.
There we go. We're back, folks.
Welcome to our world of content.
Nothing bad has happened, and we're all fine and safe and happy.
Your eyes are looking very aggressive as you say that, Andy.
Nothing is wrong. Everything's cool. Let's all just relax. and
You
listen
have
to
been
it.
watching the Lego Movie too much.
Yeah. Everything is awesome. Movies has made my worldview. I get my news from movies.
You get your news from movies, so
Yeah.
you're on a slight delay.
I get my news from movies. So the headlines I found out today were everything is awesome.
yes.
I watched the Lego Movie. I found out that I
gonna need a
have
bigger
to-
boat.
I gotta need a bigger boat because of Jaws,
Yep.
and then I found out that I have to really watch out for my milkshake because big, strong, scary guy's gonna drink it up from across the room.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, like the song by Kellis.
Yeah.
That's the movie you watched, the music video
Is
for
it Callis or is
Yes.
it Khalees?
Khalees?
I don't know. I'm gonna have
yeah,
this is a
I don't want
Coates,
my.
anybody in the chat, if you know if it's Khalees or Kellis, somebody let us know.
I'm going to have to have you call in and...
Yeah, call in and let us know. On that note, hey, I'm gonna post the number. Is that cool?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, cool. So
the phone
everybody,
number or your social security?
So welcome,
Social Security.
folks.
Perfect.
This is Homerphilia: a Simpson
Simpson
saga. The first podcast ever in the world, and
thank you, Coates. It's Kelis. So
Hell yeah.
thanks for clarifying the pronunciation with that comment.
my
got
name's
it.
my name's Andy.
My name's Devin Rosenite, Devin James Rosenite.
We're the co-hosts of Homerphilia. This is our beloved engineer Darren,
I'm Darren.
and this is our guest today, Alex Bergman.
a serious mang on Twitter.
I can hear the ringing, but I don't see the number. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. Hang up. Whoever's calling, hang up. It's not working.
it's so loud.
Yo, call more.
How do I?
Double it.
Okay.
This is a disaster.
This
They
is
called-
a
They called the social security number instead of the phone number.
There it is. No.
no. All
All
right.
right, it stopped.
I just refreshed it. It should maybe work now. Let's.
Sorry.
Hulk Hogan should be digitally put into Jurassic Park.
I agree.
Yes, Hulk Hogan should be in more movies. We all know that.
All right. Try whoever just tried calling. It should work again right now.
All right. So
hopefully.
let's just hang out until another caller comes.
Right.
Let's just chit and chat.
Is there something I should be worried about if I've been getting my news from movies?
I was watching Mission Impossible.
All right.
Fallout.
We
They
had our caller.
All right, here
Oh,
we
no.
go. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
You're on the air.
It's me calling.
Oh,
Hey, Coach!
Hey,
Hey, Coates.
What's the deal?
So we need a definitive.
turn your thing
Can you
down.
turn your YouTube down?
Okay.
Yeah.
I am 6 feet away from all of y'all.
Good. Thank you. 6 feet virtually. We love you, buddy. Can you officially settle this debate for us? Is it Khalees or Kellis?
It's Khalees.
Yeah.
Her
And-
milkshake
And how many?
brings all the boys to the yard.
And what is specifically? I don't feel comfortable going onto other people's property unless I'm specifically invited. So what about this milkshake is so special that these guys are just going back there?
You realize what she's talking about? She's talking about her booty juice, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, her booty juice?
Yeah.
Hey, that's the only thing I can come up. Her milkshake,
diarrhea.
Okay,
her booty juice.
Okay.
Is diarrhea?
That shines a whole new light on that song if it's about I don't know, eating butt juice.
Hello?
Oh, hell yeah.
That shines a whole new light on that song if it's about people eating her poopies.
Yeah. Her booty juice brings all the boys to the yard.
Interesting. Now, what would bring you to somebody's backyard?
If the booty was big. That would
Hell
be-
yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Me a really nice barbecue, but I'd have to get an invite first. I don't want to just show up unannounced. Been down that road
You
too
can't
many
show
times.
up unannounced. That's
Yeah.
called rape.
Been down that road too many times. Been kicked out of barbecues too much.
Yeah, you've become very polite recently, Andy.
Yeah,
You got a lot
so
of manners.
I've
You asked when you got here, do you invite me in? And Darren said, I usually don't have to say, yes, you can come in. But
Yeah.
you insisted he said it.
Well, so I crashed too many backyard barbecues. People don't want just somebody from the neighborhood at their backyard
Like
barbecue.
the
is
Owen
called
Wilson,
rape.
Vince Vaughn movie,
If you
Barbecue
invite-
Crashers.
If you invite yourself to someone's booty, that's called rape.
No.
So
They're
you
back.
have to be
They're
careful.
a barbecue in the
The
backyard.
barbecue.
They're barbecue.
The booty barbecue?
No, just a regular
It's a
barbecue.
regular barbecue. Coach, how you dealing with the apocalypse?
I'm wondering if this whole thing is the beginning stages of The Walking Dead.
Ooh.
And
Okay, now
I was thinking if it is, who the fuck am I taking out first? That's the question you must ask.
I don't know. Who would you pick? Like who's on your team? Like who would be your top like? I don't
Devin
know.
Skillion.
Devin Skillion.
Bro, that's
Wait,
the Devin
who
you're
would
going to
be
go
on my-
with.
on my
Fuck
top
you.
team? Is this like the apocalypse?
Devin.
Other
First and
Andy
foremost-
Reid is on my list. Football coach Andy Reid. This Andy Reid can get.
First and foremost, who would be on my team? Number one would be Darren because he's
Yeah.
resourceful.
Yeah, that makes
yeah.
perfect
Darren
sense.
Yeah.
fucked up his ankle
You know what I'm
today.
saying?
I have a knife in my bed frame, Devin. I am not gonna die in the apocalypse.
You're going to be stuck in your house.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
I'm the first to go. I have no real world skills.
I honestly, I feel like you would be like a great apocalyptic, like traveling jester. Like really,
Okay.
I don't even mean that as an
If
insult.
Yeah,
this goes
so-
Mr. Burns,
Yeah,
a post-apocalyptic
post-apocalyptic
play,
play.
Yeah.
we're good.
We're good.
All right, so people are gonna pay me to make a fool out of
Well,
myself,
think
which
of
is
it this
not
way.
much. That's kind
Yeah,
of what I
no.
did for
Look
a
at
living
you, bro.
beforehand.
Well, and to be fair,
Yeah.
you do know the plot to every Simpsons episode, so you
Yeah.
could really reenact those things, and you
Yeah.
could direct a traveling company
Okay.
to be used stories
In
used
the
as
apocalypse,
currency.
I can do some light SEO optimization stuff. I copyright. I have served tables in some
I would
casual
bring
places.
Devin along because he has a good face for the camera. In the
Yeah.
event
Thank
there's
you.
a camera,
In the event that there's a camera,
I would bring Devin
post-apocalypse.
along just for that.
Hell yeah, coach. Good looking out.
What about our guest
Yeah.
for this?
Shout out to my
I
homie.
don't have any survival skills, but I do have good intangibles and a lunchbox.
I'm
spirit, lunch pail spirit.
I'm
Joe
a real
Lunchpail, that's
team
what they call
player. I'm a gym rat. I'm a spark plug and a gym rat.
yeah.
Yeah.
A jack of all
Hey,
trades.
Darren,
Yes. I'm ready.
Darren,
Yep.
I'm deeply concerned because they're not 6 feet apart, bro.
To be fair, I'm actually also like right here,
So-
so I'm really
Oh,
close to
no!
them also.
We have all done a very good job of social distancing.
Right.
The only other people other than these three that I've been in a room with in the last week is my betrothed, my beloved wife Anna. See, that's the rose I
Shout
was
out to
talking
Anna.
about.
Yeah.
That rose
Shout
on
out to Anna.
Chromecast looks like a butthole.
I like shit like that.
So
I've seen a bunch of pictures of buttholes, so that's pretty similar to some of the stuff I've
all
seen.
right, all right, Coates. We're gonna hang up and see if there's any more callers, buddy. Stay safe.
Good seeing y'all. Be safe. Be easy. In this time of need, I need you all to stay alive. So stay alive.
Thank
we
you.
will.
You too.
Love you, Coach.
Yeah.
Just
Bee
like
Gees said
just
it
like-
best.
All right, so the lines are again open, everybody. But we're gonna keep on chitting and chatting it up.
So we were talking about Hulk Hogan being in more movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Deep fakes are actually.
I think that if in the new world we can remake a Hollywood hits, but starring Hulk.
I watched Princess Mononoke today,
Yeah.
and I would draw him into a lot of that movie.
I would, yeah. That now see that's
now,
what I'm
cartoons you could
interested
just draw
in.
him in.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Princess
interested
what?
in. So we're talking
Princess
about
Mononoke.
You watched Princess Mononoke while listening to Princess Nokia.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
It's kind of a Pink Floyd.
Yeah, like a Wizard of Oz
situation.
Right.
It was great. It's kind of a Sound of Music, volume down, but the jazz is up loud
Yeah.
situation.
Oh, buddy, don't I know?
I've
it?
had some success with that
I
before.
have had some success with that as well.
yeah.
Andy, That's not where the respirator goes, I don't think.
Well, due to a
He said doo-doo.
botched surgery,
Yeah.
a botched surgery,
Duty surgery.
that's where my mask has to go.
Really?
Yeah.
You're really bundled up in general
Um,
today. I thought it was really weird how you made me tell you you're allowed to come into my house today.
Yeah.
And then
You
I
said,
also
do
think
I
it's-
have permission to come in?
Right, and I also think it's a little bit weird that you didn't want to get here until after it was dark out.
Yeah,
Well,
that was kind of fucked up, dude.
I don't know if you guys noticed. I'm under my clothes. I'm wearing a plastic suit filled with water.
Okay.
My respirator.
No, we're
has
talking
to
about
go-
things that are different.
my plastic. My mask has to go on top of my head. I'm a dolphin now.
Yeah. Well, I also thought
Dolphins follow.
due
yeah,
to
they
a-
have to be invited in.
Yes.
They can only go
Right.
out at night.
They can't
I-
have garlic.
Yeah, you turned down the shrimp scampi. I
thought
made.
it was. I mean, you got really visibly offended
So,
by my garlic chicken.
I
that
thought that,
that I had cooked.
I
for
thought
all
that
of
I
us.
was going in for a routine ACL loosener to make my ACLs nice and loose.
They
Yeah.
bigger. You wanted bigger.
I wanted,
ACLs.
I wanted bigger ACLs. Turns out, they accidentally made me a dolphin. So I've got my plastic suit filled with water under my clothes. I'm protecting my blowhole from coronavirus. I'm dolphin now.
So does that mean
boy.
you're still a mammal?
Yeah.
You,
Oh yeah.
You still breathe air.
Uh-huh.
You just need a
I just need.
bag of water. Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. Are you worried about sharp protruding objects and stuff like that?
Nah, I'm pretty resourceful. I can figure them out with my echolocator.
Yeah, earlier we had one of those plastic 6-pack things, and you got stuck in it.
Yeah, that did not. Those are my mortal enemy.
Yeah.
I got it put over my nose. I could not get it off. Yeah.
We're just like, say what you want. If you want help, and then
You kept
can
just
Well, 'cause you
kept
said-
just looking at me and saying, "Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say.
You said,
say what you
Devin,
need to say."
Can you grab some PBRs? And I said, do you want me to get like a 6-pack? And you freaked out
No,
in the group
yeah.
chat. You said, no.
No.
He just wants a bigger denomination.
Yeah. But it was because I didn't want those little tiny rings all over. And you guys watch me struggle.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that wants to call in?
We have
tired of talking
people
to
in
me?
the room. So the number is 313-365-4948. We got an open line right now. So if you call, you can call us and we can talk about what is the episode? That's
Old
the question.
Old money.
The episode is season 2, episode
17.
17.
Yeah.
Old money.
How are you
So-
guys? How you guys holding up? Being at home all day?
Pretty good. I watched a lot of cartoons.
Yeah.
So we're just normal,
Yeah,
pretty much.
normal for all of us.
yeah.
What are you watching?
I've been watching
Too bad.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, front to back. the whole
Hello,
series.
caller. You are on Homerphilia Live. Who do we have on the line?
Hi, this is Jared Samard.
Jared!
Save some for me.
McDonald's boys, don't mind if I do.
America's Jared Samard,
Don't mind if I
former
do.
guest of the podcast.
Wow.
Jared, may I? Now that we have officially cracked
Yeah.
the V card on asking somebody back for a second time as a guest, Jared, may I right now here on it
Yeah.
propose
Wow.
that at some time in the future,
I'm here.
you may come and join us for another episode.
Oh, say yes.
Please 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 say yes.
What?
Please say yes.
Please
Say
say
yes.
Yeah.
Jared,
Yeah.
say yes.
He accepted.
Yeah.
I'll have my people call your people. We'll get that set
You're
up.
talking to him right now.
So
Okay.
that's part of
You
it.
guys
I-
have my phone number.
So you
call me whenever.
you recently got representation though. You know how it works that when we can't officially offer stuff to each other, we have to go through our people.
It's a fact of life.
I know, but
How-
if it's just
How much is
if
your
it's just
people
small
getting
stuff,
from you?
You know, so
Your phone is cutting out.
how much am I?
How much is your people getting from you?
Oh no! Did you
Oh,
have to lay off your people?
they're getting 89%. I'm just getting
Yeah.
that sweet 11%.
Wow. Good for you getting 11% off the top.
Yeah, nice.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm coming out ahead.
The top is the best
You know,
part. to get
I make.
stuff.
I actually yeah.
Thank you.
I actually have to pay my people when they get me work. So I'm not even at 11% yet. So I'm really proud. For you,
I'm
buddy.
actually losing $1,000 every half hour I do this podcast because I have to pay
Yes.
them a lot of money to come on
Now,
Homerphilia and do this.
Now your my
You
people.
gotta start small.
My people
Mhm.
is you might know him. His name's Darren Shelton.
Yes.
And I pay him $480 every time we tape one of these. But the exposure is worth it.
My
Obviously.
person's name is Darren S. And I'm paying him $1,000 every
Darren
half
S.
hour.
Period Helton.
Yeah, I at gmail.com. Is
Yeah.
that
Well,
he's been communicating with me over email and just bricks through my window.
Yeah,
Is
and
that-
he tells me if we record again and you don't bring my check, then this is going to be your last. And he writes in blood seemingly at the end of every letter. P.S. Exposure. The exposure you'll
but
get from
the
this
health
episode.
insurance he offers is good because you got the dolphin surgery at a steep discount.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So, like I said, I wanted bigger ACLs so I could jump to the moon. But
Again, my twin brother, who is your doctor.
yeah, Jared, who's your people?
What was that? It's very hard to hear you guys.
Who's
I'm
your
sorry.
people?
Who's your people?
They're formerly known as the store L&L. Remember that store?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
the old management of that company is managing me now.
Maybe I'll
wow.
look into that.
Wait,
May-
L&L Bean?
No, it was just called L&L. It was a
Cool
good old
J.
grocery store.
L&L Cool J.
Oh, it's the
L&L
one
Cool
right
J?
before Eminem.
Yeah, yeah. And now they're
Yeah.
they're in
Marshall
charge of me.
Lathers.
Marshall Lathers,
Marshall
Lathers.
Lathers.
Yeah.
Marshall Lathers.
Lindy Lofner.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
You know Marshall
Like
Lathers grew up in
you know-
Detroit?
Yeah, you know Lyco Laxon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a perv.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Marshall Lathers record?
Maybe,
Mine might be Levival.
Thriller.
The Lemon M Show.
no.
The
Jared,
Lim Lady LP.
Jared, do you mind passing on my info to your people? This is sounding like a good deal, and this
Yeah.
this Darren Shelton guy's not really working it out for me if I'm paying him.
Yeah, I'll pass it on, but it's based on your shoe size. Is
Oh.
Oh
how how much.
no.
So
they,
you have an 11 and they give you 11%. That's a nice shoe size.
I have a
Yeah,
negative 1,000
yep.
shoe size in
Oh,
my
no.
current deal.
Well,
Yeah.
looks like I'm getting 39%.
Hell yeah.
Dolphins don't
Yeah.
have feet, dude.
They got
Why
fins.
do you think Shaquille O'Neal has freaking every commercial deal now?
Yeah,
bro?
because he's
That's how
getting
he got
so
the
much
general.
off the top. He gets so much off the top.
Oh yeah.
So much off the top. He's freaking rich boy.
And that general guy, you can get him for cheap because he's so tiny. He's probably got like a
Yeah.
1.
And also all the war
Yeah.
crimes he did. He's like way cheaper than
yeah,
other
freaking
generals.
Peter Dinklage and freaking Mini and freaking
R.I.P. Mini Me.
Oh yeah.
They're living
Lieutenant
it up.
Dan from. Oh no, wait. Yeah,
He's got no
Lieutenant
legs.
Dan, you can get cheap.
Yeah, you can get him real cheap. He's got no feet
Yeah.
until those titanium feet.
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
end.
Littlefoot
those.
from Land Before Time.
Yeah, notoriously little feet
You
on
know
that
who
guy.
gets big money is Bigfoot.
You know, Krusty the Clown.
Krusty the Clown.
He's wearing big shoes, got little feet.
Yeah, we learned
That's
that.
canon.
We learned that.
So you can get him real cheap, but Sideshow Bob, that's real big feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Real big feet, the ska band.
I love that
Real-
ska band.
real big feet.
Real big feet.
I love that ska
All
band.
right.
Real big feet. Jared, what's your biggest secret that
The
you
mighty mighty feet toes.
that you promised you'd never tell anybody?
My biggest secret that I'm never going to tell anybody.
Your biggest secret that you promised to never tell anybody. What is it? Go.
This one time, I drank a half bottle of my roommate's Tropicana Twister, and I filled it up with water
Uh-oh.
to level it out.
And did he
Up to the
notice?
Tropicana Twister.
Did he know?
He liked it
He liked
He
it.
liked
more,
it.
so I had to keep doing it every time he bought Twister. He's really mad at Tropicana Twister.
So now
Yeah,
you
he liked it too much.
he liked Tropicana
yeah, I
Twister,
had to-
but once you watered it down and the flavor was less intense,
yeah,
he
anytime
really
he
liked
buys
it.
So you're saying your roommate is too soft to enjoy full strength
Yeah.
Tropicana Twister?
He was chasing it with water by himself before Jared started doing
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
When
I
go
always
to a
thought it was
bar, I
weird
Been a real-
when we were hanging out at Jared's
It's been a
house
rough couple of months.
and his roommate was taking a shot of Tropicana Twister and then gulping down a glass of water. That was weird. So I'm glad you guys worked that out.
Yep.
How are you
Yeah.
in these trying
It
times?
was a rough go there.
How are you in these trying times?
You know, hanging in there.
I miss the bureau.
Yeah, me too.
It's tough.
It's a freaking
But-
bureau.
I miss the bureau too. I miss everybody. I miss smooching all my friends on the lips.
Name every person you miss.
And
Can't do that no more.
name every person you don't miss. Name every person from Go that you
Every
don't
person
miss.
I don't.
Performers or just lobby people?
Anybody think of anybody that you don't miss from Go and name them right now.
First and last name.
Say it.
First and last name and credit
I don't
card
wanna-
number if you know it.
Say it.
If you know it.
4147.
Oh no, that's your credit card number.
Oh no!
You don't not miss yourself, buddy. You're doing good.
Should I start listening to the show on my headphone too, so that
You
I can
deserve
hear
to
the
be
show?
missed. No, because it's on
Yeah.
a delay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It'll mess you up.
All
big
right.
time.
Thanks for calling in. We'll let you go. We'll see if anybody else can hear us better.
I love you and I
All
miss
right.
you.
I love you and I
Thank
miss
you so much. I love all.
So
Yeah.
we
L&L, baby.
well
Size
before-
representation.
well before the bureau. Well before many of you. I don't know if you were around yet. You definitely weren't around yet. But there was a running bit going on in Detroit Improv for a long time that we were gonna put together a Detroit hunks
Oh boy.
a hunks of Detroit Improv calendar, and
Oh, I love hunks.
we were gonna do a hunks of Detroit Improv calendar. We'll see if our caller thinks this is a good idea. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hi, caller.
Hi, caller.
Hello.
Hello.
I was one. Hello.
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 Hello. Just a minute. Oh.
Who do we got here?
Victor.
Victor
Victor!
J. What's going on, Victor J?
Hello.
Hello. I was wondering if there's a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror that parodies The Stand, and if in the event of a Captain Tripp situation, which among you would? Man, let me mute the
Shotgun
computer.
trash can man.
No, you can't be trash can, man.
Shotgun trash can man.
Ah.
No, but which one would end up in? Which of you would end up on the old woman's farm, and which of you would end up in Vegas?
I think
Ooh,
that's
a good Darren question.
okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
I think.
Good question,
What
Victor.
was it? Mother Abigail? Is
Wait,
that her
before
name?
we get
think,
before we get into this,
Yeah.
Victor, we need to settle a discussion. If we created a hunks of Detroit Improv calendar with sexy photos of a lot of the fellas from Detroit Improv, would you buy that thing if it helped raise money for the local arts community?
I'm saying I would
It
not.
would be
buy that.
well. Wait. It would be for 2020 or 2021.
We're gonna have to do 2021 at this point. If we did hunks,
yeah. Okay. Let's assume I don't lose my job.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
okay,
If
good.
it's like
Awesome.
$10.
So, Victor says it's a good idea. I think we're gonna
I think
move
we
it
gotta
forward
do
at this
it.
point. A lot of the
down.
bureau fellas are going to be in there.
Of course.
We will, throughout this call-in show, we'll figure out who all the 12 hunks of Detroit Improv
And who
will
won't
be.
make it.
and who won't make it. So stay tuned for that. But okay, let's pivot back to Victor's question.
All right.
Dare, that's
Here's
you.
my definitive stand
The
answer
stand.
about the four of us and who would end up where.
Yeah,
All right.
Stancer.
So I think that
Stancer.
Stancer.
Andy
the question.
and Bergs right off the bat, you guys would end up in Colorado.
Hell yeah!
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those listening at home, if you haven't read Stephen King's The Stand, it's about a disease that wipes out pretty much everybody in
Yeah,
the world.
it's like a crazy amount of people.
And then the people that are left
Start having dreams.
They have start having dreams. Some of them are driven to this dark force near Las Vegas. That's an evil man, and some of them are
Randall
driven to this
Flagg.
beautiful old woman who's
think
got a
it's
peace
Mother
farm.
Abigail, I think.
Mother Abigail. and then the two camps have it out at the end of the world.
And
So
that's the stand.
Yeah.
It's the stand of good versus evil.
It is.
Okay,
it's
so I think
because mountains is good and casinos is bad.
yeah,
exactly. I
What
think
about a casino on a mountain?
I think that the two of you right away would end up
Yes.
in Colorado on the good side. I think that you and I
I would high five
would
you, Alex.
probably
But-
be torn in the middle at some point.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we would end up on the good side, but
Wait,
I
you
think
guys-
that we would try to like outgame the bad guys.
Are you guys saying that you would Natalie and Bruglia this situation?
I kind of think that we would Natalie and Broglia the situation.
You're torn.
Uh,
Nothing's right. I'm torn.
No, I think inevitably by the end of it, all four of us would end up on the good side of the stand. But I think that in an effort to try to have more fun in the early stages of the apocalypse, we may end up closer to
Yeah.
the
All
bad
right.
side than the good side.
Follow-up question.
Yes.
In an REM stand situation, where do we see ourselves ending up? In the place that you work? In the place that you live? Or now face
Standing.
north?
Standing in the place where you live. That's me.
Okay, you're in place you live.
Yeah.
Not where I work. Definitely not
No.
where I work.
Okay.
I'm probably place that I live.
I'm going to go
also.
with now face north.
Okay.
Or I'm going to think about direction and wonder why you haven't before.
Yeah.
That's just me. That's
a
me
good
in an
one.
REM the stand situation.
I love that band,
That's
Rem.
great. That's good.
My favorite
So-
band is Rem.
So, Victor, does that answer your question about the stand?
Eminem.
Except for the first part there. So there is no Simpsons parody of it.
Not that I know of. No, nothing comes to mind.
I-
There is one. I know there's one dealing with the apocalypse. There's one that parodies the Omega Man, that
I've
old
seen that one.
old movie starring Charlton Heston.
Yeah. I find it hard to believe that they never did like a tunnel scene or something like that. You know,
No.
like that. That's a very memorable,
Yeah.
important part of the stand is they're going through the tunnel to get out of. I feel like it's Boston or something like that.
I
The
haven't-
Molly Ringwald
New York.
character, New York.
Yeah.
Okay, they're in New York.
New York, and it's the rock musician.
This is one of the
Was that Lenny?
like,
Lenny?
I have not. Yes,
No.
Lenny, the
Yeah, I
rock
think-
musician.
Larry.
Yeah.
Promoter?
Lenny?
Larry.
Larry.
The one who wakes up next to the corpse.
Yeah. Oh man, that's such a good book.
It is a good book.
Definitely don't read it right now if you
don't
haven't read it though.
I was don't read it right now.
It's probably a bad time to read the
It's a
stand.
bad time to read The Stand. I will say, Victor, as somebody who's only read a handful of Stephen King books and not been blown away by any of them, that one is probably my favorite. I like that one a lot.
Oh, there's a kitty.
This is our kitty.
That's a good one.
It's a good cat.
Did you read the unedited version? That's like
Yes.
400 pages longer.
Yeah.
Me too.
My parents only buy me the parental advisory.
Yeah.
It's the stand.
Say hi to Darren's cat, everybody.
Hi, Darren's cat.
Hi, Darren's cat.
All right, Victor. Thanks for the call. That was
Hell yeah.
stimulating a conversation. How you holding up?
I'm all right so far.
Yeah.
I'm still going to work. I had to take today off for a family emergency, but
Oh, jeez.
No.
Where do you work?
R. Donnelly.
Okay. And are you guys taking proper safety precautions there?
As far as I know,
Yeah.
I mean we have cubicles.
Okay. Yeah. Stay nice and
it's not-
6 feet away. Don't touch anybody. Don't sneeze on anybody. Don't get sneezed on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when do we ever sneeze on each other?
Oh,
Good point.
hey.
It's, I got mixed,
for me, it's only in the bedroom.
Well, if you do a big
Oh.
splash out your blowhole, Andy, is that a sneeze? Is that what dolphins
That-
do when they
yeah.
sneeze? That's
Yeah.
an achoo? Okay.
Yeah, I'm top sneezing. I'm bottom sneezing all over people in the bedroom.
All right, the bottom sneeze. And is that from the front or the back? Because you've been unclear in the past about which part
Dude,
it comes
I'll
from.
tell
when you're
you
sneezing.
what. You never
What's the
know.
color of
once
the
it,
sneeze?
Once it starts,
Like a
you
light
never
brown-
know.
Okay.
Once it starts, you don't know which way it's coming, but it's
I
gonna.
do. I always know which
I don't.
hole of my body, urethra
I
or
don't.
anus, the part is going to come from. I'm
Once it starts burbling up from down in the depths of the loin, I don't know which way it's gonna
Okay,
go.
well, I want to be clear that the back does not come from the loins. That's your GI tract, buddy.
Could
That
take a
is-
hard right. Could take a hard left.
All right, well, it's
We
a front
don't
to
know.
back, not a left to a right situation, buddy.
Not the
You
way
know-
I do. I'll tell you what, Victor. Do you? Do you? I can't even do it. I can't ask you that. Thank you, Victor.
Hell yeah. We'll see you at karaoke when this blows over, man.
Let's sing a duet at karaoke the next time we can, okay?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, God willing, and the creek don't rise.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, bud.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
That's a Jim Harbaugh quote.
Bro, what do you mean left or right? It comes out of your penis or your anus?
Hey, dude, I'll tell you what. You never know,
If
man.
you're a doctor and you have any advice on this, please call in and give Andy a little advice on
you know how
Hey, Andy.
you know how when your climax is kind of like the countdown clock in a movie about people trying to stop a huge explosion happening in a factory,
kind of.
where you just don't know how bad it's gonna be until it happens.
You do say sometimes, like, you'll eat, and then you'll
Yeah,
go say, I'm
yeah,
going to go
yeah,
climax in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
sounds like you're shit.
You guys, on that note, we have a comment in the chat from
Yeah.
Andy's wife. It just says, OMG.
It is Andy's betrothed, as he would say. Hey, Anna.
Hello, you are
Hello,
on
caller.
Homerphilia.
Who do we got here?
Oh, wow, this is Patty Gould.
Patty! How are you doing?
I'm fine. So bored, so lonely.
So bored,
It's
so
nice
lonely.
to see your faces.
Aw.
Thank you.
Well, I was
I'm
going to say it's good to
imagining-
see you, but I cannot see you.
Yeah,
I'm
we can't-
imagining this tiny Logitech camera is your face, and I'm smiling just thinking about
And I'm
it.
looking
Yes.
at it.
Close your eyes and picture what I look like. That is what I'm looking like right now.
Wow,
Awesome.
incredible.
Hi, Patty.
How are you? How's life? What's good?
I'm just in bed with my dog, you know.
Duke or Jude?
Oh, you know my dog's name? How sweet.
Of course I
Jude.
do. Jude. They're sweethearts.
Dude, the old one.
I can
They're-
Duke and Jude. That's
Duke
the name.
and Jude are the dog's names. I also know them.
I know.
I
them.
knew them first.
All right,
Yeah.
they're in.
Wow.
Which
You guys know so much about me.
Duke Silver from Parks and Rec,
Yeah.
and Jude
of
Law.
hey.
of Hay.
Jude
They're
of
my-
Judy Bloom.
Jude of being greeted
that's
from
Jude.
across the
Oh,
room.
Judy Bloom.
Hey, Jude.
Ohio.
Hey,
They're
Jude.
my stepdogs. Oh, hold on. Let me get JR on.
Yes.
I've met both your dogs because I used to record a podcast at your house called Stick the Landing. Look it up on
Where is
Spotify and
he?
iTunes.
I wanna ask Jr. exactly what he tweeted to get kicked off of Twitter.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
JR,
so
do you
for
wanna talk
for
to
everybody,
them?
yes, please.
Yeah, we gotta
have to get to the
chit-chat,
bottom of
JR.
this. So
Okay, here's JR. I'm putting you on speakerphone.
All
Okay,
right,
great.
famed
So,
bad boy
here we
banished
go.
from Twitter.
Just to set this up, hey, Jr. Just to set this up, recently you were banned from Twitter for aggressive tweets towards the Mike Bloomberg for President campaign. we need you to break it down. What happened? What did you tweet exactly? And is there any progress being made on getting back on?
No, I'm banned from Twitter permanently, and I don't actually know the reason that I got banned, but it was because I posted something about Jack, the CEO of Twitter.
Okay,
I just posted something as an aside about him and his wife having an affair,
gotcha.
but it was literally a half an hour after that tweet that I got kicked off.
Huh.
But I mean, I've been doing like election interference ever since the election started. So
I've recently realized that I cannot log back into my MySpace after posting some information about Tom having an affair. Tom from MySpace, first
Right.
friend.
Yeah.
And I have not been able to log in the last 10 years for that. So
I recently found out that I could not log into my MySpace because of my affair with Tom.
wait a minute.
wow.
So JR, you don't know what specifically got you kicked off?
No, and I asked them like 3 or 4 times, and I just gave up because it doesn't matter.
Oh.
I'm just gonna go buy a burner phone and then sign up for a new account.
So everybody follow
SMS app burner phone.
everybody follow at JR
At burner
Alamode.
Yeah, burner phone Alan mode. That's me.
Burner phone Alamode. JR came to a football game with me one time.
Twice.
Twice.
JR 's so much fun
Twice.
to
That's
hang out
right.
with.
2 times. Yeah. That's some of the fun of knowing so many improv people. Devin came to one this year.
Oh, I sure did.
Bringing people that are not you acclimated to that world to one of our intense tailgates.
It's crazy. I saw one of the last football games that will ever be
Jared
seen.
just made a face. Why don't you think?
Yeah.
Why don't you think Jared watches football? He just made a face. He's
Are you-
offended. He loves football.
Do you love football, Jr.?
Oh.
Yeah.
Patricia, if you were going to get banned from Twitter, what would you say to get banned?
Oh, I'd probably. What would I say?
Patty
say
always
something
tweets
like-
some.
Hold on, JR thinks he knows what I'd say.
I would say something like, I'm going to use my time machine to go back in time and murder George Washington.
I would never say that.
Oh.
That's your joke.
That was
I don't know. I'd probably show a picture of like a butt.
Draw a picture of a butt.
A butt.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't get banned from Twitter because I'm an overall very likable person.
Yeah.
Are you implying that JR is banned from Twitter for being unlikable? And JR, how do you feel about that?
JR, how much does Jack Dorsey not like you?
He doesn't like me a lot, but I think Patty likes me less than him now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna go fight in a corner. now.
Okay. I'm so happy to have brought you two
You
together.
can fight wherever you want in your house. You guys can do it. You don't have to go to a corner of your house.
No, we have to go to the fight corner.
Okay.
You got a fight
okay.
corner.
Bye.
Well, I love you guys.
I love you.
Love you, Patty.
Patty, love you.
Bye.
Bye.
What a call, folks. I'm really bummed that we don't know the exact tweet that JR did to get banned from Twitter for life.
If you think you know, call in with
If
us.
you all right, if
I
you
remember, I remember one about someone threatening to kill somebody.
Okay. All right, that'll do it. That'll
I
do
think
it.
that might have been it.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe I threatened to murder
was-
Mike Bloomberg.
it was a-
I don't know what I did.
It was a joke tweet to me, but if you didn't know JR.
I love doing tweets that I think of as jokes that are clearly not once I read them out loud.
If you've ever been banned from a social media platform for saying things, please call in and let us know what you've been banned for.
Even Club Penguin.
Even Club Penguin.
Hello-
Even Live Journal. Guy
Hello,
Online.
caller. Hello, caller. What do you think JR tweeted to get banned from Twitter for life?
I'm just gonna go with something about cheesecake.
Yeah.
Cheesecake will do it.
Yeah.
Cheesecake.
Who do we have on the line?
This is Tom from MySpace.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Tom,
no.
Tom, can't believe you're finally calling in.
You were in my top 8, man.
You were in my top 8.
So good to hear
Thanks.
from you, Tom.
Oh, incredible.
I know things aren't going well for me, but
Well-
I just thought I'd call in.
You
man.
Oh, man.
you kind of never got back to me after our one special night. You kind of just banned me from your social media platform forever.
Well, I mean, it kind of all went downhill from that moment.
Yeah, you were really
I
riding
like,
high.
Tom, during
Yeah.
your special night with Andy, did he do a sneeze from the front of his lower half or the back of his lower half? From
You
the
remember.
from the loins area or the GI tract exit area?
You remember where you made me sneeze.
I can tell you, he definitely sneezes from both ends.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like a sea cucumber.
That is
When-
incredible.
I'm like a sea cucumber. When I get
you see
overstimulated,
cucumber and you eat it?
I see cucumber and I eat it. When I get overstimulated, it just comes out everywhere.
Yeah, I hate when sea cucumbers get overstimulated.
Have you ever seen those videos of people agitating a sea cucumber and it just like shoots white ropes
Oh,
out of
yeah,
every
course.
hole
It
on it?
just
Yeah, I know
jack-
about shooting white ropes,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
fucking talk to me about shooting white ropes.
So, things haven't been so good since then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Zuckerberg, whatever, he's got some sort of really popular platform, I guess, or something. I don't really pay
Oh,
attention
yeah,
to
Yeah,
it.
we're streaming on it right now, buddy.
Yeah.
Guess where we're not streaming?
What?
Guess where we're not
You're not
streaming?
you're not streaming on Facebook or I'm not even going to say it. I don't want to say the word,
F
but
word.
you're not on MySpace?
No,
No.
we're not. We could have been, but you told you ghosted me.
I'm bummed MySpace is gone because when you went to my profile, a Motley Crue song would automatically play.
Yeah.
But now you can't do that when you go to my Facebook profile. Nothing plays.
MySpace is still going. It's just on the dark web. We just basically cater to mostly people who like zucchinis.
Oh wow! Oh man, I have been trying to get access to my old MySpace and I cannot, which is tragic because I have some great photos that I took in my parents' small bathroom at my old house that I would like to recover.
Yeah, I want all my photos from
I can hook you up.
from my LG chocolate flip phone.
Oh, you can hook it up, Tom. You personally backed up all of MySpace onto your home computer. Is that correct?
That's right. I downloaded everything onto my
So let's
home
just
computer.
Tom, let's just cut the shit. Why did you never call me back?
Because of the front.
Look, man, I
Was
took one.
Was it because of
I
the
took-
front and back thing? Was it because of the front?
It
and
was,
back?
but it was. I mean, I took one profile picture my entire life. I have really small, goals in life.
Yeah. And part of it was not
So-
getting blown out from the front and back.
Yeah, it's been difficult for me.
Oh, Tom.
Oh, jeez, Tom.
I just want you to know that I'm doing really well.
I just want you to know I
Well,
forgot all
I'm
of
glad.
I'm married. I have
What?
so many jobs. It's crazy, and I'm not working at any of them right now. How is Tom from MySpace handling the coronavirus? Oh, did he?
Tom hung up.
Oh, wow.
You heard it first about
Connor,
Andy laid down a tarp reed both ends.
Connor Varley says, I got banned from Club Penguin for saying queef.
Yeah,
is that what the little games, the little online games?
I don't
is that
know.
Club Penguin?
No, it's like a little.
No, that's Puffin
It's
Party.
a social.
Puffin Party.
You just run around as you make a penguin.
Oh, we got another caller.
They take no shit.
Hello, caller.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Oh my God, I'm on? Really?
Yes.
Oh, you
Who is
betcha.
it?
I get to talk about this. It's Ellen.
Ellen!
Jacqueline. I'm excited to call in because this was the first Simpsons episode I watched while quarantined.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, the beautiful romance between Abraham Simpson
Yeah.
and his deceased loved one,
Doris.
it made me the tiniest, littlest bit longing for human connection.
Yeah. The only thing I could think about watching this was I really hope that that retirement home is taking precautions against the oncoming slot of virus that could possibly take it over and wipe out the entire roster.
The roster.
The roster.
What do you mean the roster? The roster
right.
of old people at the retirement home?
Yeah.
Dream retirement home. Who's playing catcher?
Dusty Kuntz.
Rusty
Rusty Kuntz, I mean. That's
Yeah,
his name.
from the
Dusty
Kansas City Royals, like third base coach or whatever.
Rusty, yeah. I'm sorry for derailing your sweet moment, Ellen, but you know what I mean? You watch those.
No, I don't. I will admit I did lose some of what y'all said, but I will definitely watch it on the delay.
Yeah.
I was overthinking in my head if I should say my true feelings about this episode or not.
do, please do.
But
Oh,
I
please.
don't want to get canceled. I don't want to get canceled.
No,
No,
say
it's
it.
okay. No one can do anything during the
The episode
quarantine.
made me a little bit horny. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
We were saying that.
Why would
Yeah.
that get you canceled?
No.
I don't know. It was just a beautiful human connection, and
Was
I'm
it-
like,
Was it the?
I
Did
was
you
like
get horny at the
inside
part?
and lonely
Aw. Did you get horny at
when
the
they're
part where-
dancing
Oh,
together.
I was gonna
Yeah.
guess. I was gonna guess when they were going back and forth, sexily eating their pills.
Oh, that was what a
Yeah.
beautiful scene.
I'm
I
not in those
actually,
kinds of relationships.
it was okay, please, maybe I shouldn't have said all that. I don't know.
No, I think that's
I'm
fair.
looking at him.
That's the Vanessa Hudgens move right there, is to say something upsetting and then immediately say I shouldn't have said that. No, it's great, and there's nothing wrong with getting horny about old people.
Of course, yeah, or about the Simpsons. I don't really know what's going on right now because I'm looking at the screen, the TV's muted, and you all have serious faces. So I don't know what the serious faces are. There's occasionally a laugh, but I know that
I'm just
the
thinking
TV is
about
on
all
a
the times
delay.
I've been horny for The Simpsons. I
Yeah,
guess.
we're all just kind of contemplating about what got our rocks off about The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I've seen Simpsons porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A fair amount.
I would say, like, in that Treehouse of Horrors when the Pet Boys come alive, that really got me going.
Oh yeah, when they show that big pile of tires and it's on
Yeah.
fire, for me, that is I'm blasting both
Yeah.
ends too.
So everybody can open up and say what makes them horned up for The Simpsons. Anybody else have one?
Oh boy. This is,
boy.
I did not mean to open this
Too late.
conversation.
Sorry, Ellen, but you did.
Too late. Ellen, how are
The
you?
cat's
I
out of
called
the
in just
bag.
to tell you guys. I'm so lonely. I called in just to tell
How
you
you
all, like,
holding
I'm
up?
horny. Well, I'm.
How you holding up?
We're all horny.
I have a new job. I have a new job at my old job,
Podcasting?
sanitizing a grocery store, and it's if you would have told me a week ago I'd be back at my old job, not doing Glamway, I'd be like, what? But I'd be like,
So you're on the front
but-
lines right now.
If you told me
then.
a week ago we would be quarantined because a super virus was taking over the entire world, I would have told you were crazy.
Oh,
So
you know what? Yeah, that is.
there's
that
a
is-
lot of
that
stuff
is
that
like-
changed. There's a lot of stuff that
I-
changed.
I had my weekend to pout. It's over.
You're
But,
okay.
Yeah. So my whole day was spraying like the handles on the coffee grinders and going out into like a rainy parking lot to collect carts and spray them.
Yeah.
And that was about it.
Well,
Your
And then,
first
uh,
response.
yeah,
Ellen?
that's it.
thank you for that work because we as a society are realizing how important that work is. So thank
it's
you
front lines.
for doing that shit.
While we're being
I'm just kind
genuine,
of paranoid.
I want to say that
Yeah?
Ellen has been in my two favorite shows at Planet Ant, Blasio Temple and Glamway.
Wow.
No way.
Both of those are my two favorite shows that have gone up in the
I'm
Black.
a
Great
big
shows.
fan of Alex Rask if he's listening.
Oh, shout out to
Alex.
Alex Rask, man.
Let's get him on
that
the pod.
show, yeah, let's get it.
Owner
we
of-
need to get Alex on here.
Yeah, owner of several green chairs we found out this week.
Yeah. Shout out to Rask's Green Chairs.
Have you been quarantining with Simpsons this week?
I've been trying to only watch like a little bit at a time because I don't want to like steamroll through
Yeah.
all
You
of
don't
them.
wanna
'cause
run
we
out.
don't-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I
you will
totally
run out of the
haven't even
good parts,
gotten-
though.
You
Like-
will run out of the good seasons, yeah.
Like I'm also
No,
trying to
but-
pace myself with. I've been watching season 5, and I'm trying to go slow because I will run out of good seasons, and then
I showed Anna some Simpsons yesterday. She actually laughed at it.
Yeah.
Shout out to laughing.
Shout out to
She is
having fun.
she is
Nice.
she never gave it a try, and she is of the opinion that it's stupid and dumb and childish, even though she hasn't really given it a try. We watched Marge versus the Monorail yesterday, and there
Ooh.
were
God.
several
shout out to
audible
Whoosh Ball
laughs.
Monorail.
That's everybody's favorite episode.
I know. I didn't
Yeah.
want to tell her. She might be listening still.
That's
I
a Conan O'Brien
I didn't want
episode.
to. I didn't want to tell her that was everybody's favorite episode. It is not my favorite episode. I didn't want to tell her that was like a go-to for everybody's favorite episode, because then I think she would look at it through that lens and be like, of 700, that's the best they have to offer. But
boy.
I think she actually enjoyed herself watching it, so maybe I can get her to watch more.
Yay! And I'm gonna try to get Jason on the Simpsons train here.
Yeah.
He's got 1 foot on.
That's
He's got
surprising.
one
That really
foot.
surprises me. That
He seems
Jason's-
like a- he
yeah,
seems like he
yeah,
would be
that's
prime
what's in his
candidate.
wheelhouse.
He seems like a prime Simpsons candidate.
No, he's more of like a Venture Brothers guy.
Shout out to Venture
Yeah,
Brothers.
that's
That's
it.
a great show.
So, anyways, y'all, I know you got other callers, so thank you for letting me get some human interaction today.
Thank you. Let
Oh,
us
yeah.
know if you
Absolutely.
need anything, Alan.
Yes.
We're all here together. We're all going through the same shit. So if you are going through a rough time, just
Also, shout out to Ellen's streaming on Big Time Garbage stuff.
Yeah.
You've been streaming with them, right?
Oh, I kind of just lurk in the background and I listen, just like my usual like conversations with that crowd.
Great.
They're funny. They're funny. I love them all, but like I can't keep up. So I let them be funny, and then I just take it all in and with a smile on my face in a good way. That's just who I am. Okay, I love them all. Okay, yeah. Shout out.
Pull a
Watch
Robert.
them.
that's
All
called
right.
pulling a Robert.
Okay.
Love you, Ellen.
I love you,
Ellen,
Ellen.
you rock.
You rock.
You
All right.
rock. You rock
So,
and roll.
Y'all. And
Fucking.
God.
Here's
All right,
one
bye.
thing, Alan. Before you leave, you have to
Yes?
promise. You have to promise me one thing.
Okay.
Because I was busy for a couple of weeks. My goal was to see Glamway on the 14th, Saturday night.
Oh.
So I never got a chance to see it because the world ended.
Right.
So you have to promise to put the show back up when all this crazy.
You know what?
So I can see
I'm
it.
going to figure it out. I know now
Yeah.
is not the appropriate time to like talk to Cedars, but before everything kind of went down, I was talking to PJ about a go run. So
Yeah.
maybe around
Well, you never
the
finished.
fall.
You never
we'll
finished your
see.
ant run, so we
Aw.
have stage for you too.
Hell yeah.
All right?
Okay,
All right.
it's gonna happen.
As
We're
long
all
as
ready.
you-
We still have the makeup and costumes on. We're
Fuck,
good to
yes.
go.
Good. All right. Bye, Alan. Can't wait
yeah,
to see it.
Gotcha.
I've heard awesome things. I can't wait to see it.
Love that show.
Great
Great.
show.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Stay safe, guys. Bye.
Simpsons. Finally got some Simpsons chat.
Yeah.
Just about an hour into the live stream, we finally talked
it
about
been
the
an hour?
Simpsons. Yeah.
Wow,
We are
incredible.
54 minutes and 54 seconds. in.
But yeah, it was a pretty good app, guys. Right?
I liked it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
sprayed back in front of this up for sure.
A lot of funny stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are ringing off the hook.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Hello, caller.
Caller.
Hey guys.
Who is it?
Hey, this is Alex Quayle. Can I be the #1 fan again?
Oh!
No! All right. We have
Time out.
an argument on the
Please,
line.
Quail.
please.
You have some making up to do
Yeah.
because this is our second live stream.
The other three
Our
all
f-
made their case.
Our first live stream, all the other potential top fans made their case, and not only
Okay.
did Bergman's call in, but he also got world famous singer Neil,
Neil
Diamond,
Diamond.
to
I got
call
Neil
in.
Diamond to call in.
He got Neil Diamond to call in.
What celeb have you ever gotten to call in, Quail?
Okay, no, I didn't get anyone to call in. I'm calling in now, and it's honestly been a pretty tough week. for
Don't
me.
cry, buddy.
no.
No, don't
So
cry.
it would mean a lot to me if that's all.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
guys. We
man.
made him
bud.
upset.
Quail, listen, it's just
buddy,
the algorithm.
buddy.
It's just the
No, I
algorithm.
get it. You probably just like Bergman's better than me. That's probably it, right?
no,
Yeah,
no,
no, yeah, no.
Oh, we,
Yeah, no.
No, yeah, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
You
no.
think he's more handsome than me?
What?
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I don't. I can't. I don't.
I didn't watch the episode of The Simpsons, but I just wanted to call and ask if I could be the top fan. I just wanted to ask if I could.
It's the
be the-
Facebook algorithm. We have no control.
Now, Alex,
over
you
it.
ate the tag-along Girl Scout cookies, correct?
I'm sorry?
You ate tag-along Girl Scout cookies? Am I remembering this
Shut up. My
correctly?
wife might be watching this.
You
Don't-
ate tag-alongs, which you thought were her least favorite Girl Scout cookies, but are actually her favorite Girl Scout cookies, and you finished them off because you thought
It was
Thin
real
Mints were
bad.
her favorite cookies.
Which one's his tag?
It was real bad.
Those are the peanut butter ones.
Oh, those were called a different thing.
Wait,
The
so-
one- the Girl Scout troops that I bought from.
Yeah, they were called. Yeah.
Because you were buying from the Eastern European knockoff Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
Now,
Alt-
Quail,
alt Girl
so
Scout?
Emily does not know you finished the tag-alongs?
What about the tag-along?
All right, so are you telling us that you tried to do a genuinely nice husbandly gesture by forcing yourself to eat a box of cookies you
Correct.
thought your wife didn't enjoy, but actually
Yes.
what you did was the exact opposite
ate her
deprived
All
her.
of
It was
them
a
during a
gross
virus?
You
miscalculation of,
deprived her of her
of the-
all-time favorite snack
During
in
a quarantine.
in the middle of the worst health crisis in American history.
Are you in the doghouse now, Alex Quayle?
Are you in the doghouse because you snarfed down all of her tag-alongs?
You snarfed the box.
So, not for. I tried making canna butter today, and now the house smells really, really bad. So I'm in the doghouse for that.
Oh
More like the Dro House, buddy.
no! Oh no! So you made hippie oil?
I felt like Walter White.
What is that?
You
What
know
does
what
that
happened?
process look like?
Walter White got
So
a
far as
divorce,
everybody-
buddy. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, Walter White
She's
ended up
looking at
having
me right now, real mad.
Walter White had to end up having to kidnap his own baby daughter.
He got cancer.
He got yeah. You don't want to be Walter White. He got cancer, kidnapped his own baby daughter.
And his son Malcolm was a rascal.
He melted a guy in a tub. You don't want to be like, that's not your hero. He melts people.
Alex Quayle, would you melt people?
But ask what you telling us you want to melt people?
You want to melt people?
I don't want to melt people. I just
Okay,
want to
good.
I can't get weed, so I had to like
Oh.
You can't get weed. Why not?
weed I had in the freezer. I just had to I don't know. I think I fucked it up.
Well, maybe you should lay off the weed so you don't eat a box of cookies that your wife wanted.
Alex Quayle, pro tip. just down the street, River Rouge, Herbology Cannabis Center. It's called. Free recreational center.
Not free.
Not free.
Not
but
free.
it's a recreational
It's
center
free, huh?
in River Rouge.
All right, I'm on my
Five-finger
way.
discount,
Free
baby.
weed
It's-
promised to me on my favorite podcast.
It's right next door to my house, so if you do come do a podcast with us here,
They have a big
you're
inflatable
welcome.
dog on their building right now. I saw it
do.
when I drove in.
Big old puppy.
It's free if you use the promo code I have a gun. Give me all of the pot you have.
Yeah, give me everything you have.
Well, you kids have fun. I'm gonna go
Hey,
apologize
Alex.
to my wife for a myriad of reasons.
Alex,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
because you humiliated yourself in front of your wife tonight, we'll give you honorary top fan for this stream.
Well,
Wow.
I don't know. Shane O'Connor is in the chat, and he is raring to go.
Well,
if you
Shane-
can embarrass
so this
yourself
is-
worse than Quail,
this
you
is-
can be the top fan.
This is on the level of what Shane did last stream. 'Cause Shane last stream admitted that when he finishes, he screams out quotes from our show while he finishes, and he's currently dating Devin's sister. So, but that is slightly less mortifying than what you've done tonight.
All right, Carnival of Embarrassments. Here we go.
All right, bye, Quail.
Love you.
Love you guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
His
Well-
wife's favorite box of cookies.
It
We
makes
should,
it makes it funnier that he was trying to do the right thing.
Right. That's such a Homer.
Yeah,
that's a
I couldn't
Homer move
remember
right there.
which
Well, Homer-
medicine my wife hates eating each day or which one she
Yeah.
Which one
likes
she needs
eating.
to be alive.
So I ate her whole script of cholesterol medication.
Yeah, I couldn't
and then
remember-
remembered she likes that one.
I couldn't remember what my wife liked, her tremor medicine or her diabetes medicine.
So I ate all the diabetes medicine. Turns out she liked that one a lot.
She really needed that one.
I am in the doghouse big time.
no
because-
tremors. Oh, we're fine, folks.
We got open lines. So anybody wants to call?
There was a
Make
moment,
that hotline bling.
so
we're getting pushback from Trisha also about this #1 fan thing.
Oh, Trisha, name
she's
something
got a
really
call.
embarrassing you've done,
Yeah.
more embarrassing than Quail, and you'll be good.
So everybody, if you do not know, now you not only have to be an avid supporter of the podcast, but you also have to do the most embarrassing thing.
Yeah.
So call
Torture
in.
pod.
If you want to be our best, our #1 fan, you got to call in and let us know what you've done
And
to
to be-
deserve it.
to be clear,
Yeah.
Quail is an honorary top fan for this live stream.
Unless somebody really blows him out of the water.
Yeah.
Like we're not going to close the door. on him.
Honorary top fan for this one, unless someone destroys it.
Unless
Yeah.
somebody out embarrasses him.
Yeah.
There was a moment in this.
Oh boy,
Oh,
here we,
we
go.
got a call.
We got a caller.
Hello, caller.
Hello,
You're
caller,
on
there.
Homerphilia's live stream. Who do we have on the line?
Who do we have on the line?
This is Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, and
Okay.
Oh boy!
Hey, wow.
Jack Dorsey's on.
hey, I don't know, it's kind of awkward. You were, you were talking about my wife, and I called ready to be all mad at you boys, but I was sitting on hold for 45 minutes, and I don't know, you boys are all right.
Hey,
Oh,
hey.
yeah.
Man, what did
Yeah,
JR
okay.
say to get canceled?
so
what did
yeah.
JR say?
So Jack, you do not have beef with us. We love you and your platform and everything you've done. We
we
love
like that
it.
you do not mute the Nazis.
We love it. Don't change a thing.
Don't change anything.
It's A+ perfect.
All right.
JR said something mean about your wife on Twitter. Do you remember what it was that got him canceled forever?
I'm not really gonna say it. You know, I mean, you guys have you guys are nice boys. You have a nice podcast, and I don't really want to talk about the size of her her mammary glands on your podcast.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
I can't believe Jack
Appropriate.
Dorsey just told us that we were good boys.
Yeah, that's great.
That's fucking great. Can we put that?
Hey.
Can we make that a pull quote for our show?
I think we can.
You guys are a bunch of good boys.
Yeah,
Jack
yeah, why
Dorsey,
not? You know,
CEO of Twitter.
I gotta admit, I had a couple of vodka gimlets, and I don't know if you have any questions about Twitter.
No,
you
a
know.
gimlet's just vodka and lime juice, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck it up.
It keeps you from getting. Hey, listen, you got
Jack.
my app on your phone. I've
Jack.
watched a lot of you guys poop. Yes.
Are you one of these? Are you one of these billionaire tech CEOs who purchases blood from 18-year-old viral men and injects it into their system so they can feel young again? Are you one of
Well,
these?
that's what I'm worried about. Is this global pandemic's gonna? Well, I need to get a fresh kidney every month.
Oh
This
yeah,
might,
I didn't think about how this affected billionaires until right now.
I didn't think about
You
how this
know.
affected billionaires and in their access to strong young blood.
It's hard, you know. I mean, I gotta drink a gallon of blood every day just to keep alive anymore.
Right.
And,
From
yeah.
like a ripped strong 19-year-old, right?
Oh no! I like a gamer boy, like a boy. He like sits, he
Oh.
sits and he plays Call of Duty because it's nice. It's like syrupy. It's like maple syrup.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love
But
gamers.
yeah.
Game fuel.
Listen. Coming up, National Guard is going to be at a grocery stores tomorrow. So I don't. Things aren't going to get much worse, but they're going to not get better soon. So
All right,
thanks
Jack.
thanks for doing your podcast. Keep it
CEO
up.
of Twitter. Thanks for calling in.
Enjoy your nose ring.
Okay.
And that
Okay.
big weird black cloth that he wears. You know what I mean? It's like really baggy
yeah.
in some places and really tight in others.
Do you think?
Do you think Jack Dorsey's God's greatest pervert?
Do you? No, we can think of so many different.
Name one of history's greatest perverts.
Michael Jackson, number one with a bullet.
Number one with the bullet.
Caligula. Caligula, like notorious pervert Caligula. And that guy ran a country. I don't think that you can become a tech billionaire without becoming a huge weirdo, like a huge social outcast weirdo.
Who do you think the normalest tech billionaire is?
Time for MySpace.
Not there. He never became a billionaire.
You know what? That's true. He came close though. I think
He
he
came
got.
close.
I think he cashed out $500 million from
Yeah.
MySpace.
Who's the most normal tech billionaire?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Right.
That's so hard because there isn't one. Like you think, like Elon Musk attacked that submarine guy for being a pedophile. Like, a guy that his job is to work a submarine saved a bunch of miners.
Steve Wozniak.
And-
Did he cash out for over $1 billion?
I feel like he's got.
For
He
Apple?
might be normal. Bill Gates might be.
No, Bill Gates is a lunatic.
No,
Is he
not,
really?
He's not.
not
normal.
I've read he was a ruthless, terrifying motherfucker.
Yikes.
Steve
Melinda
Jobs.
Gates?
Oh, I think the guys who did Instagram originally are normal.
Oh.
They are very principled folks who
I
like
think we
laughed
could all
when
agree
Facebook
that
got
the
weird.
guy that started Uber is normal.
Oh yeah.
Or we've talked about him on the show.
Adam Newman
We
from
talked-
WeWork.
We talked about him on the show a bunch of times.
Now he's God's
Adam-
greatest pervert.
Adam Newman, fucking perfect.
Well, who was the
Model
rapper he had when he
citizen.
laid off everybody? He
What?
like had a rapper show up at his offices when he laid off.
Yeah,
all of his
who did he have come to
Fabulous.
the? It was like Nelly or something stupid.
FABOLOUS.
If you remember
Can
who
I-
Adam Newman had come to the office, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Wait,
Can
was it
I
the,
can I
Funky Cole
admit something
Medina
to you guys?
Oh, it might have been. What's
when I
up?
was in high school,
Tone Loc.
when I was in high school, I have a very specific memory of going into a Best Buy, and I was going to buy one album, and I laid out three in front of me, and it was Fabulous, his debut album.
Right.
It was Green Day,
American Idiot.
American Idiot,
Cool.
and it was I believe it was a Limp Bizkit selection,
Oh boy.
and I chose Fabulous. And I think
Wow.
that outset.
That changed your whole life. That's like
think that-
picking Squirtle at the beginning of Pokemon.
I know. Hell yeah, dude!
That's
I've been
great.
squirtling all over the place.
At least you've leveled up and are now a big EDM guy.
Hell yeah, dude! Yeah, I went from fabulous to fabulosity. is leveling up, and now I got big wings in a water cannon.
It was Run DMC. Adam Newman had the remaining members of Run DMC
Oh my
come to a big
God.
party at his office the day he laid off most of
He
his
handed
staff.
out champagne as they were
God.
cleaning out their desks.
Yeah, what like I don't want fucking champagne when I'm losing my job, and you're cutting and running for like $800 million.
Yeah, cutting and running DMC, but
Cutting and running DMC.
Cut and run DMC, the Adam Newman
Here's
story.
the thing. Here we're at a position where we have stopped the whole world for a week. And the good that's going to come out of this is being able to stop stuff like a CEO getting an $800 bonus to bankrupt his company.
I'm
We
learning to-
shouldn't like. It's cool. Like we shouldn't do that on the other side of this, and I think
No,
we can
we
all agree.
shouldn't.
Do you guys have any personal goals for the quarantine? Stuff you want to do during this time, or level up your skills?
I've been
Auto.
Don't say fellatio. Andy wants to do which part do you want to fillet? The back spray or the front spray? If you say you want to sneeze into your own mouth from your back,
I want to sneeze into my own mouth from my back.
Andy wants to shit into his own throat. Great.
Yeah.
All right, Darren, what do you want to do during the quarantine?
normal stuff like that. Just
I was gonna say
normal
learn
stuff.
to French kiss.
I was
And
gonna.
Andy wants to shit into his own teeth.
I'm over here like, oh, I'm gonna read books and play music more, and you guys are talking about shitting in your own fucking mouths. God damn it!
Everything's fine.
Just so everybody knows,
Everything is fine.
I'm not going crazy. I'm not going stir crazy. Everything's fine.
In the Lego movie, when they sing "Everything is Awesome," what they are referring to is Andy shitting
yes,
into his own mouth.
I'm perfecting it because obviously I'm not flexible enough to get my mouth around there. So I'm perfecting. I'm doing Kegel exercises to gain muscle control.
Yeah, your pelvic
So
floor is stronger than I've ever seen
I'm
it.
doing Kegels so I can to build up my muscles down there so I can learn the proper arc to get it around.
Yeah, I have seen. I was at your place the other day.
Why
You
don't
had
you
an
think
elaborate-
anybody's calling right now?
Talk about a time you've shit into your own mouth.
Hey.
Bergs, any personal growth you want to do during this time?
Yeah, I want to learn to catch bullets in my teeth.
Nice.
that would be
Similar to
really-
what Andy's doing.
That would be a real
Yeah.
fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Hey, while we've got a second, shout out to Bergs' late night show going up on his Facebook, and where else is it going up?
On
Facebook.
It's on YouTube.
what
on
time
YouTube.
is what time is late?
It's not a live show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not a live
It's
show.
It's live to tape.
It's live to tape.
live
It's
to
live
tape.
It's
Yeah.
in the way that a late night show like Late Night with Fallon or whatever. He is bringing back late night during the quarantine.
Yeah, because we miss late night comedy.
We miss it.
It's the one thing that we miss.
I miss when Jimmy Fallon loses his shit to an anecdote that he's heard 4,000 times before.
I miss when Pete Buttigieg allowed to host the TV shows and they put him on there, and he is funny and
Conan
good.
said today that he's gonna start his show next week, and he's gonna film the show. Oh,
Wait, finish that sentence. Film the show.
hey caller, how's it going?
Hey, caller.
Hey,
Who do we got here?
this is Jason.
Jason!
Jason, just so I can finish my
I would
thought.
like to correct a grave error,
Uh-oh.
a lie, you might say, that Ellen has portrayed against me.
What?
She said I was not a big Simpsons fan. However, I've been watching Simpsons since before she was even
we
born.
knew it!
I'm a big Simpsons fan.
Yeah, that was shocking when she said
Yeah,
that. We were all like,
I
"Oh,
was-
he seems like he'd totally love The Simpsons."
I was genuinely off-put by that information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad
I
you
know.
cleared the air.
So
Hell
we have so far in a little over an hour of streaming, we've caused rifts between two relationships right now.
One of them being your own.
Oh, three.
Oh, okay.
Three.
Is that Homerphilia's new mission? Is
I
to just
guess.
interrupt the relationship?
I guess.
Doing the Lord's work.
So, Jason,
Yeah.
we just before you were calling, we were saying that in a late night wars update, Conan O'Brien said he is going to restart his show next week. He's going to be filming him on an iPhone at home. His writers are all working from home, and his guests are going to Skype into the show. Does that sound like a good idea? Just a selfie.
And should we steal it?
And should we steal it? And is that not what we're just doing right now?
Yeah. Conan's going to be a guest on Homerphilia, I guess.
Oh, my God. If only.
Oh, yeah.
If you can make that
He's
happen.
just down.
If you can make that happen, you can be our number one fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can make that happen. If you can make that happen.
Is he just, I mean, like, come on. Is he getting money from Apple, though, to do it on an iPhone? Because
don't know.
can't that guy get, like, a red camera just set up in his toilet or something?
That is a
Just
good point. He
get
has
high-definition
unfettered
proof.
access to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conan O'Brien
He
has
can't
never
get a
wanted.
handy cam. Yeah.
I love that our that the most famous comedy writers in America all went to Harvard. That's really cool to me.
Yeah, that rocks.
Yeah. You know what they say? The funniest guys go to Harvard.
Yeah.
To get their comedy degrees. That's what they're known for.
The heart of the American funny bone lies right outside of Boston, is what they say.
Mhm.
Cambridge? Is that what it
Rich
is?
old
Cambridge?
white people know what's funny. Okay,
you-
America, we know, we got the money.
Jason, did you watch this episode?
Also, all of the Simpsons writers did go to Harvard, so it is. We are dunking on it,
Yeah.
but
But thank you.
absolutely true. Thank you
We're-
for giving
we're
us.
dunking
This
on
is
the-
our. We exist because of you.
But thank you, because I wouldn't be here without you. But fuck you.
Yeah.
Did you watch this episode with Ellen?
What episode is it?
Old Money.
Old
Season
Money.
2, episode 17. Old Money.
Grandpa Simpson falls in love with the lady at the retirement home.
And then she dies.
I did not watch it with Ellen, no.
Okay.
Well,
What's your
But
favorite
I've
Simpsons episode
definitely
of all
watched
time?
it, so. Huh? My favorite Simpsons episode of all time?
Yeah.
Ooh, let me think about that.
Riveting radio.
Poochie's definitely up there.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's
That's
good.
one of Devin's favorites.
Oh yeah, that is.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe my number one.
Love it.
Whoa, yeah.
This
If
one,
Craig Ferguson was still alive, do you think he would be doing a show right now? Craig Ferguson,
Craig
if he was still
Ferguson.
alive, do you think he would be doing his late night show from
nah,
an iPhone?
He seems like a bunker person. Like he'd go in for the long haul.
Do you guys miss him every day? Do you guys wish he hadn't died?
Yeah, when he got smashed by two logs when he stepped into that trap.
Yeah.
The Ewok planet.
Yeah, that was messed up.
That
I'm
he
more
got
in
pancaked.
every late night host we've lost. Every day.
Joan Rivers,
Joan
Joan
Rivers.
Rivers.
Chevy
I can't-
Chase.
I can't believe that she got hit by two trains that accidentally collided
on the train
at
Ewok
the same
planet.
time- at the same time.
Who else?
I can't believe that Carson Daly fell into a bottomless pit and has never been found again.
No, he got crushed by two bottomless pits that
He got
rammed into each
Yeah,
other.
he got accidentally smashed by two bottomless pits. He's just.
I'm just learning about this.
Oh, no,
boy!
I'm
Sorry to
sorry.
break the news
Carson.
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other late night shows used to exist that don't anymore?
Johnny Carson.
Johnny
Daly.
Carson Daly.
Johnny Carson Daly.
Johnny Carson Daly?
Yeah.
Johnny Carson died from two cancers smashing
Yeah.
him in both
from
directions.
both.
I want to say lung, but I could be
Weird
wrong.
wild.
You couldn't figure out which way it came from. Jay Leno.
He got smashed by
recently-
two denim shirts.
Yeah, he got smashed by two denim shirts that were being driven by two classic old cars.
The shirts were driving? Or-
Yes, the shirts were driving. Don't you watch
okay.
TMZ?
No.
Um,
Otherwise, I would have heard about Carson's death.
TMZ, short for the Media Zone.
I'm learning so much today.
The Media Zone.
I love watching people talk near their cubicles.
Yeah, I love
Bro,
watching.
what are we doing right now? Are we
Yeah.
about to dunk on TMZ?
Yeah, we've never
I thought it stood
confronted.
for too many zoinks.
Hey!
Hi-yo.
Too many zoinks, buddy.
Too many zoinks up in here.
That's what I say when I'm watching Scooby-Doo.
Too many zoinks.
Too many zoinks.
We can't talk shit about TMZ at all until we confront Kanye about his problematic thoughts and ideas on our show. You guys remember where that happened?
Yeah, Kanye, if you're out there
If you-
watching.
Kanye, let
Kanye.
us come on here
Kanye.
and let us embarrass you in front of a national
Oh,
audience.
can I say that
Please.
we did record some Homerphilias recently after I had gotten in my bad car crash, and they are through the wire episodes of Homerphilia.
Yeah, where you're just
I recorded it through the wire, so those are going to be big hits.
Devin just sounds because his jaw's wired shut, so he's like
Yeah. Also, Devin came onto my podcast where we talk about The Wire and did his Through the Simpsons episode today.
That's dumb.
No, it's funny.
Dumb. Jason, how you holding up?
Good. I've been streaming every night at 8, doing the AIPD stuff.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
that was a
shout
ton
out to
of fun.
AIPD.
Yeah. All you guys should be guests on that.
I'll do
I'm
that.
down.
Yeah, just send me a message. I'll do that
Hell
for sure.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
we gotta stay sane. We gotta keep doing shit like this. And I love that we have people actually watching and tuning in. Hopefully we're helping some of you relax a little bit.
Or learn about your body.
Or learn about your bodies.
Or what your body shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
I've been social distancing from Ellen as much as possible. It's really taking a strain on our relationship. But I'm safe as hell.
Yeah. All right. Love you, buddy.
I am healthy.
Love you.
I am strong.
Love you, buddy.
That's all that matters to me.
We'll see you on the other
All right,
side
love
of
you.
this.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Great. Another one in the doghouse.
Another one in the dog.
A lot of dog houses going on.
Top 5 houses. Number 1, dog.
Number 2,
Hunters.
white.
Number White House.
Hunters, house hunters.
House Hunters.
Ghost.
Dog
M-
house, the bounty
Hunters.
hunters.
MD.
Yeah.
House MD.
The House MD. For sure.
The Massive Attack song at the beginning of House.
The one
Music.
with
Music.
top
Did
5
we say
houses.
music yet?
Yeah, music.
we didn't. Yeah, music.
Parties.
The
Flip
one
this.
with the one with the clock in its walls.
The house with the cock in its balls.
Dude, that's my favorite part. The house with a cock in its balls.
Haunted.
A cock in its balls. It's good
Haunted
stuff.
houses. Yeah, Devin, good. Yell from the kitchen. That's good for the
Devin
podcast.
is yelling at us from the
Nobody
kitchen.
can hear you but us.
At some point, we should talk about The Simpsons.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, the lines are open, so if there's...
We're only an hour and a half in.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
We're not 20 What did you spill in my house?
What Paul
You
Thomas
spilled the
Anderson
beer
movie
in
do we
my
have to
on
beat
my
this time?
carpet?
Stop talking to people that don't have a microphone.
Talk on the mic so people can understand your shame. Can you walk me through what you're
I
doing?
spilled a beer on the floor, and somehow that's a big deal, even though Darren smokes cigarettes in his house.
Devin's in the doghouse now.
You know what, world?
Darren's in the Darren house.
I'm going to update you all. I am on my second day of not smoking right now. So
Incredible.
So now we can shame
So,
Devin for spilling beer.
Wait a minute. What?
Real quick.
Yes.
What is it like to quit smoking during the apocalypse?
It's not good because you cough. If anybody who's quit smoking, you get a little bit of a healing cough. We'll call it. You got
like a readjustment.
A little bit of a wet cough from quitting smoking. You can
Wet
hear it
cough.
in my voice.
wet
Yeah, it's
cough,
the
yeah.
kind you want during COVID-19.
Yeah, I want a nice.
But I
wet
do
cough.
when I cough right now. I feel like I feel like I'm the fucking Antichrist. I feel like everybody's looking at me like I cough and I feel guilty about it.
My nose started kind of running today, and that's like runny nose or sneezes is not a sign of coronavirus. So like my nose started running, and I was like,
Then you better go catch it.
I was like, oh thank God. Like, oh,
I just
thank
hit
God.
my teeth trying to get that joke in time.
That's not the first time you've hit your teeth on the microphone for the purposes of this show.
I will bleed for Homerphilia, baby.
Yeah.
So
From my front and back.
so Old Money was the episode 2, season 2, episode 17.
Yes.
The chalkboard gag was I will not grease the monkey bars.
Yeah, that was.
I really hurt my
The couch gag was the Abe on the couch. The family shows up, sit on the couch.
Which-
They can't do it because Abe's there.
Appropriate because this is
Appropriate.
an
It's an Abe episode.
Abe ep.
This is our. I
Abe-isode.
think this is our second-ish Abe episode.
What was the first one?
Bart the General was pretty Abe-centric.
That
but
was
it was
where
more
we got
Bart.
to.
Yeah.
That
It
was a
was more-
Bart episode, but we got to know him. This
Yeah.
was
Bartisode.
I think this was the first. Well,
Yeah,
we
this
had
was
the
the
beginning
first
of
one about him.
Last week we had a little teaser. It felt like it was gonna be an Abe episode
Yeah,
because Abe was at the theater with the other weirdo dude,
Jasper Beardley.
with the guy with the beard. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Jasper's great.
Yeah.
So Jasper Beardley and Abe.
That's a bad one.
We got
Moon
they were like
pies.
they were the first little 3 minutes of the episode last week,
Yeah.
which then got us into the Herb Simpson
Yeah.
brother storyline. But this is our first Abe episode, our first full on. This is Abe's.
It's a good one.
Sewed.
Yeah. Good jokes all the way through. Good story. Good heart.
Yeah, I did like this episode. There were so roughly the family's going to visit Abe. They decide they're going to try and do something special.
There's a good sign gag at the retirement home. I don't remember it.
Yeah, I got it. I wrote it down. They show the sign out front of the retirement home. The little tagline at the bottom says, "Where the elderly go to hide from the inevitable."
That's what we're doing here. We're hiding from the inevitable.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Which is exactly what we are all doing, locking ourselves in our homes and hiding from the inevitable. Like I said when Ellen was on the phone, we can't skirt around it. This is about a bunch of old people. One of them dies, and like watching the retirement community, I was like, this is just a melting pot for disaster in the age of the coronavirus.
We have our second cat entering the stream.
Yeah.
You just saw it run past my back. This is another cat of mine.
How many cats? 4?
There are 3 here.
3.
There are 3 cats here. One is on your lap. It looks like it's gonna sneeze.
She's okay.
She's okay. There's one behind me, and the
She's
other
shedding
one
crazy.
Yeah, it's getting warm.
Yeah.
Comparably, so they're all
She likes
shedding
me.
cats. Yeah, my cats are they're loving little kitties. They're good kitties. Oh, there's the other one right there on the ground.
We got all 3 in the room.
All 3 in the room. This is the one
We
that
love
is the
good
rarest
pussy.
to see because this one, good pussy, Devin. You say it loudly.
We love good pussy.
Oh, we got a
Hey,
call.
we got.
Hey! Thank God.
Hello, caller. We are on the. You're on the line. Who do we have on the line?
Carrie.
Carrie! Carrie Sue.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
It's-
I called you when we were talking about the episode.
Yeah, did you watch?
I did.
Yay!
Did you watch with Rue?
He was watching the iPad while I watched
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Do you closely monitor what Rue can watch? Like, is Simpsons like too much for him yet?
Yeah, I'm pretty lenient. Like, he watches all the Marvel stuff, but
Yeah, but there's
no
no like.
Simpsons yet. He's only 6.
Yeah, that is an interesting line because it does make sense. Like the Marvel movies, they're always fighting like crazy aliens or something. Like the violence isn't real, in those movies. It seems kid friendly in that way.
Yeah. Well, we talked about drowning for like 45 minutes yesterday, so
Why?
probably.
Why is he obsessed with drowning?
I don't know.
Cool. Can't wait to have kids.
I
Talk
like
about
stuff like that.
talk about dark shit like drowning.
Well, Beatrice died in this episode.
I know.
She sure did. Poor Beatrice.
That was sad.
She sure did.
Yeah.
That was
was
one of my
awesome.
favorite lines in the whole
I
thing.
agree. Mine
Was
too.
Abe misses the death of his girlfriend because the family takes him out on a little adventure. When he gets back, she's dead, and his friend explains what happened to him, and Abe goes, "I know the doctor said she died of a burst ventricle, but I really know that it was from a broken heart." Very good.
Oh, I like how they took their pills on their little date.
Yeah, very horny way to eat pills, huh?
Oh yeah.
Carrie, are you a
Cracking 'em open.
Simpsons? Are you a Simpsons fan?
I grew up watching it, but I haven't watched it in a long time.
Well, it's all on Disney Plus now. Especially during this quarantine situation, I highly suggest you lay back and roll over in the nostalgia of The Simpsons. If
Let
you've
it
got
wash
Disney.
over you like a
Yeah.
warm yellow wave.
Yeah, a nice jaundiced wave.
Perfect rolling waves of
Oh, I will.
jaundice.
Carrie, can I ask you a question? Are you in the doghouse
Yeah.
right now?
Am I in the doghouse?
Yeah, a lot of people that are calling in are in the
A
doghouse.
lot of people. This is the Doghouse cast this week. Dogcast.
Hey, everybody! Just so you
Oh,
see, this is
no.
the 3rd cat now on my little window. Cat number 3.
Darren has a normal amount of cats for a single man living alone.
Normal cat numbers. Totally normal. Carrie, what do you think? What do you think could have made this episode better?
Yeah, punch it up.
Punch it up.
didn't
So
die.
you're in the writer's room here. You're telling them what's going to happen. What should have happened in the ep?
You know what? At first, I almost turned it off because it was too sad because we do
Yeah.
treat old people like shit in America.
Right.
But then old Abe brought dignity at the end. It was so
Mhm.
perfect.
Yeah.
Like the last
And we believe that
I-
old
I
people
think
should
we
have
would've had
dignity.
some more lion content.
I'd like the discount lions as well. I could have gone for a little more of that.
Yeah. Lions are good. Lions are good. Big cats are good. From a guy who has 3 little cats, I would be much happier with 3 big cats.
Yeah, these are small cats.
Yeah, they're not big.
What's the biggest cat you've ever
They
seen?
bring you zebra carcasses instead of like mice carcasses.
Yeah, my cats won't even.
When they're big.
I one time there was a mouse in my house, and I watched my cats just laying on the ground watching a mouse run around because that's how they would not attack it. They were just like they were having the time of their life, just like laying there watching this mouse trying to befriend it.
Sippy Cup saw her first squirrel today.
Oh, really? Did she freak out?
She, we had the door open and
How
we
do
had.
you know that? Because there are
'Cause
windows
she's-
in your house.
Well, I guess maybe, but like she's only 8 months, so I guess they've been hibernating. She's probably seen one before, but we had the door open and we had like a little seat in front so they could lay out and watch, and it's only a few feet from our bird feeder, and there was a squirrel out there, and Sippy was like her whole body was shaking, like just with the animalistic urge to go eat that squirrel. Yeah, it was fun to watch.
So this window right behind you guys on this couch, there's a tree where the branches they get relatively close to this window, but there's a ton of birds that fly around in those trees. And I can't even tell you, I have replaced these blinds every fall because my cats murder the blinds to try and get to the birds.
Who's your blinds guy? Because I've got a blinds situation in my kitchen window right now.
Well, he's I have a blinds guy.
All right, you're doing bits, but I
I'm
need
not.
blinds in my kitchen window. You're telling me
Yeah.
you got a guy who can't see
Yeah.
doing your
First
blinds?
name Home, last name Depot.
Yep, that's him. That's the guy.
Carrie Sue, do you think this episode should have won a Kevin Award?
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing.
It's because Devin's far away. Do you think the episode should have won a Kevin Award?
Absolutely. I think it should have won best moment.
Ooh.
What was the best
For
moment?
what moment?
Which moment?
The best moment is the best moment of that episode. I gotta say, it's when they first meet and fall in love.
Oh yeah,
Aw.
over the
the
pills.
medicinal cute.
The medicinal
Classic
meat
name
cute.
mix-up. A
So
classic drug problem.
I'm also now
Can't
just
relate.
picturing the Oscars presenting the award for best moment in a film, which is very funny to me. The best moment for any movie in the 2003 Oscar season is
This
that
one.
time Kristen Dunst kissed Spider-Man upside down.
Oh yeah, that one won Best Kiss at the.
Do you
Teen
think that
Choice
really
Awards.
happened?
Yes. They
Okay.
definitely kissed upside down.
Well, it was nice talking to you all.
Thank
Just
you.
talking to you.
Go give Rue a
XOXO.
hug
He's sleeping.
unless he's sleeping. How is
Wake him up.
How does it how is he handling all this stuff? Like how is all this processed in the mind of a child?
He's not scared at all, and he's just so happy he's not in school.
Aw.
Gets to play video games. He is kind of sad, like he can't go to Chuck E. Cheese, but that's like the extent of his world.
What game is he
changing,
playing? Like,
so-
what games does he play?
He plays like
Leisure Suit
he just
Larry.
got a new Justice League.
Ooh.
Justice League on Switch.
Conquer's
So
bad
he
for a
like
day.
made his own character.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
All right, Carrie, stay
Yeah.
safe. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
God bless.
Bye.
A new Leisure Suit Larry came out like in the last couple years.
Uh,
there is a newer Leisure Suit Larry.
Really? I had the last one they made for PS3, but it must have been newer than that.
I think so.
That game sucked.
I have been pronouncing it. I've been talking about this a lot today. Leisure, like a British person.
Oh yes.
Like I'm a man of great leisure. And leisure is very funny to me. I pass a sign on the way to work when I'm driving every day, and it's like it looks like a realtor sign. It's like really shitty and beat up, and it says Allied Leisure Corporation, and I have no idea what it's for.
Why do you think that the Brits say leisure and we say leisure, but we call it pleasure when we're
And they say pleasure.
and they say pleasure?
That's a question that has plagued mankind for many years.
Why is that?
It's kind of like how we call it advertisement, and they call it
spell it
advertisement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
aluminium.
And I don't know.
I don't know. they swap them. They swap the pronunciations.
Yeah, it's because we did like a wife swap, but with pronunciations.
So Abe falls in love with Beatrice.
Yep.
The family promises to be more aware of their meetings with Grandpa because he's all holed up in the retirement home, but he actually wants some distance from the family to get to know this woman more. They plan a date, but the family sweeps him up and takes him to the safari, drive-through safari, in the middle of the interstate or whatever.
I've been to a
place like this. In the middle of Missouri, I took a 6-week road trip after college. Trisha was on it. If she's listening, Trisha was my van mate during this particular excursion. In the middle of Missouri, we saw a billboard for like a safari, wild animal preserve or some shit like that. And we're like, all right, we've been in the car for a while. Why don't we stop, stretch our legs, and like see what the fuck this is?
Yeah.
And it was the front office.
That's got to be Trisha.
806.
No. Hello, caller. You're on Homerphilia's live stream. Who do we have on the line? Thank you.
You
God's
scared him
greatest
off.
coward.
Okay.
Sorry.
Coward.
You scared him off because you said it had to be Trisha.
Well, she did comment, hell yeah, MD10.
And yeah, Manifest Destiny 2010.
Oh, wow.
So we stopped at
road
this place.
doctrine, yay or nay?
Hey, that's a hell yay.
Yeah.
If I ever successfully run for Congress, I'm gonna introduce the hell
If
yay.
I ever successfully run for Congress, what makes you think that's a possibility
instead
for
of
you, buddy?
instead of just a yay, I'm gonna introduce the hell yay.
Hello, caller.
Hello,
you
caller.
are
You are on
on
Homerphilia.
Homerphilia. Who do we have on the line? Caller. There's a stream delay. Who is it? Hello.
Hi, this is Andy Gayton.
Hey, Andy, what's going on?
Father.
Hello.
Hello, you're a father.
Yeah, congrats.
Sorry, we're way out of sync. Let's start this over again.
All right.
Hi.
Howdy.
Immediately.
You're a father.
Yeah.
I am. It's very exciting.
Yeah. How old now?
He is a little over 3 weeks.
So walking, talking,
and he's a precious angel. He's 27 days old.
Aww.
Wow.
So he can hoop, he can walk.
So everything's like really cool and fun and easy street to have a 20-day-old during the end times, right?
He's wow. I'm sorry. I can barely hear you guys. I think that's an error on my end.
I said it's all cool and fun and easy. Oh, he hung up.
God.
So is the tech crumbling, or is it just people's?
It was probably on his end, right?
That was because everybody else has been good.
I mean,
Darren, are we live on the website as well? I know that was a question at
you
one
guys
point.
are unloading a lot of questions on
Yeah.
me at once, and I'm clearly lounging
All
right
so
now.
we got an Alex who called in. We got an Andy who called in. Now we need a Devin and a Darren to call.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows,
yeah.
we are
There is another Devin out in the
we
world.
are trying to
Jenks.
we're gonna utilize a new phone call-in program in streams moving forward. We've been getting by just kind of with a Google Voice setup going on here, but as we continue to improve our live streaming capabilities, we're going to invest in some new programs and stuff like that. So our call screening will it will improve. Callers, just keep in mind there's a little bit of a delay right now. I believe this probably is Trisha.
Hello.
Hello.
Trish.
What up?
Do you remember the wildlife preserve we went to?
I do. It was so sad.
It was so sad,
called in
what?
to tell
Wait.
you to not talk about that.
Hey, can I, Trisha? Let me butt in really quick. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are fine.
Yeah, Andy, fuck you. I'm just
Hey.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah,
joking.
Andy, fuck you.
I'm joking.
Yeah, Andy G.
We love
We
Andy
like
G.
him.
We love
So
you.
bad.
We love you so much.
It was very
I
sad,
also
wasn't
recorded
it?
a podcast at Andy G's house.
It was so sad, but I definitely still have the lion hair fur.
You got
Oh
a
yeah.
It's called.
So we like they had like a lion in like a 6x6 fenced in area.
And you were allowed to shave
So
it?
it was a free
Let
range
me
lion.
let me show you.
Poach?
So maybe you can see this. Can you hold this up to the web camera? That is me at this wildlife preserve.
First of all, everybody, look what Andy used to look like. Can anybody see that?
Hold it up closer. That is.
I'll watch it on a delay on
That
Facebook.
is the wildlife preserve. You can see the alligator. I'm that close to an alligator, and behind him is a junked out air conditioning unit because the alligator area of this place was a fenced in pool. They had like 6 or 7 alligators in, and they let us in the fence to like hang out with the alligators.
Oh, look at baby Andy.
It was so. It was.
Why is there just like a shitty deck chair? Right?
Yeah, I know. I know. And like right down here is a pool where all the alligators were like hanging out.
Wow.
And he was like, yeah, no, they ate a while ago. They're like full. They're not going to attack you. And he just let me go up and take a photo real close to the alligator. But yeah, it was super sad. Like that lion in the cage and the tiger, then like ostriches and stuff.
Anna said you have to take a Lysol bath when you get home because we're so close together.
Already planning on it.
Fuck you. Also, Thomas Schultz said, "What are you doing with an alligator?" That's a good question. You have no business being that close to it. It's
Trisha,
terrifying.
did you take a pic with alligators? I can't remember.
No, I'm definitely the one who was taking that picture.
Yeah. So you were in the cage
And
with
then
me.
didn't it chase you a little bit?
I don't think so. I hope not.
Oh, that's just when you fell into the waterfall and almost died.
No,
Mixed
yeah,
up with another
yeah.
body of water.
I had a near-death experience on that trip where I thought a waterfall was going to crush me to death, and that is one of the funniest memories Trisha has of me. So one of the most traumatic experiences I've ever lived through is one of the funniest things Trisha's ever seen.
Do you think you deserve to die in the
I was
waterfall?
laughing hysterically.
It was a rush. I saw my life flash before my eyes. I went down there to take. I'm sure this is how everybody that dies in a waterfall dies. I went down there to take a picture, like near a waterfall, and it's so powerful at the base of a waterfall. The rush is so intense. It swept my legs out from under me, and I just slammed.
The alligator
against.
must have seen freaking Karate Kid sweep the leg.
They swept the legs, and I just felt this waterfall like push me into the rocks under it. And for a second, I was like, "This is how I die." And then I gained a traction, and I popped up, and I just see Trisha and my friend Gabe on the shores laughing hysterically.
We have a comment from the chat. Kurt Brinker says that's why you don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh, good point. They wrote a song about it.
TLC.
I'm glad you did
Hey,
survive
so while,
that.
while Alex is out of the room,
Yeah.
what are all the things you don't like about him?
Too handsome,
Too
too kind, too caring,
willing to sacrifice himself to an extent that seems
too funny.
I really don't like when he makes me laugh so hard that my tummy hurts.
Too good at listening when I'm going through a hard time and need to talk to someone.
I don't like when he makes me blow out every which way.
Right.
too nice about like inviting me over to watch movies.
I don't like that he makes me feel guilty by being such a good friend to me.
Mm-hmm.
That when I feel bad about my own self.
Too
Trisha,
fucking quick in the DM.
If we get on the other side of this summertime, Alex should join us at the next Bachelor excursion.
Yeah.
And
Hell yeah, I'm ready to beat him up.
BP2, baby.
Yeah,
We're gonna. He can be the next grot boy, and we can join. He can join us up there for a weekend in the woods.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think you guys would enjoy each other.
Yeah, maybe.
Trisha does not like this idea.
Trisha,
right now.
any update on the Denver situation since Sunday? Are you guys just as crazy as we are?
I'm actually really enjoying it. I think I like this more than everyday life.
Wow.
Yeah, it is good. It's fun. It's been a week.
It's fun, Andy says.
What I'm worried about.
I think we should prudently mention that we are not happy about death and sickness in our world.
What I'm worried about is just the slow unraveling of society as we know it, to a point that everything we know is an unimaginable horror from here on
Andy's slow unraveling took maybe 16 hours.
Says the guy. Says the guy whose hair looks like that right now.
I am. Pleased to announce I am normal.
I enrolled. I know. Some
I
people
spray out of one end only, buddy.
People seem to be alarmed with my social media activity at this point. I'm just trying to stave off the desperate lunacy that's going to meet us at
if
the
you
other
think
end
we
of
should
this.
deplatform Andy, please call in.
Yeah. You know what I mean, Trish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now that Alex is back, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Trish,
We miss you, Trish.
I love you.
Okay.
Love you.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
See you at
My
BP2.
My BFF.
Well,
My best man at my wedding.
so Alex, it looks like you're probably gonna have to fight her.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But you are coming to the next bachelor party sometime this summer.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I enjoy getting my ass kicked and bachelor parties.
Yeah.
I get my ass kicked at every bachelor party by the
Dude.
best man. That's the rule.
Yeah, how was the bachelor party? Dude, my ass got fucking kicked, dude.
I dropped so fucking fast.
But yeah, I held a boa constrictor at one of these things. Like this guy. Or like the
Boa constrictor. I barely know her.
yeah. I did
Fuck you.
touch a lion and a tiger.
If
So
I'm
it wasn't
lying, I'm
like
dying.
it wasn't like a safari that you drove through like they went to, but it was a very similar situation. He did say one of his alligators was confiscated in a police drug raid, and the cocaine dealer had his bathtub. That's where he kept his product. Yeah.
Normal stuff.
And that the alligator was confiscated by the police when they did a raid, and this guy had it in the bathroom to deter people from stealing his stash.
Can you imagine an alligator that ate a kilo of cocaine?
Yeah, dude, that's yeah. I killed an alligator in Red Dead Redemption 2 today.
Really? Did you use the knife?
I shot him in the face, and it didn't stop him at all, and he chomped me real bad, and I almost died, but then I shot him enough to kill him.
Yeah,
How
that's
far
fun.
into that game are you right now?
I've played it in real time. If you mash it up together, I probably played like 2.5 days of Red Dead.
Hell yes.
So are
and
you
I'm like
60
7%.
hours
I'm
in?
like 7% of the way through the story.
Like, do you know how many hours you put in?
No, I will get those stats for you
I'm
because they
curious.
have them.
I put about 12 hours in a while ago, and I want to go back and like really dig in again. I played
guys
through
are-
a bunch of it, but I started it over, and I
stabbed a snapping turtle to death today.
You guys are you guys doing
and
the
then
wrong
you played
thing.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, and then I played Red Dead Redemption.
I started after our game of What's in the Box the other
Oh,
day.
yeah.
I started playing Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah.
Solid game. Solid
Can I
game.
borrow that when you're done with it?
Yeah. It depends.
This cat loves me.
I have Luigi's Mansion 1 for GameCube.
Oh,
if you
really?
want to play that?
It's I did play that one. I like this one a lot.
Devin has access to Simpsons Hit and Run.
Hit and Run.
The greatest
So
greatest
we
video
will
game.
be streaming us playing The Simpsons Hit and
Yeah,
Run.
we're
at
gonna
some
love
point
that
in time.
game.
Yeah,
So
we're
Bergs will be
gonna
back
make
for
it
that.
an episode of Homerphilia because that's my favorite game of all time. I can't find it because
I'll see if I can buy a. The first time I played it, I had a like steering wheel controller, and that is the funnest game to play with a steering wheel. I'll
We
see if
should
I can find a
play-
GameCube steering wheel.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I had it for
If
Xbox.
you have a GameCube,
I might still
steering
have it.
wheel.
I have a GameCube here. In
This
that
was our
box.
this was our first this is our introduction to Professor Frink.
Yep.
Yeah, first Frank.
First Frink?
I think so.
That is Leguizamo, right? Azaria. Sorry.
Azaria. John
Leguizamo.
Sorry.
Bro, what do you got? Fucking Luigi on the brain?
Yeah, shout
Because
out
he
to
played
Wong
Luigi
Fu.
in the
Yeah.
fucking Mario movie?
Yeah, I got the real life Mario movie on my brain. No, Hank Azaria doing his best what's his name? Shit.
Yeah, Bob Hoskins is Frank.
Jerry Lewis.
Dennis Hopper
Hank
is Frank.
Azaria doing his best Jerry Lewis is Frank. And that character is exactly what you saw today, Darren, for the next 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just this lunatic professor
That's great. I'm excited.
and his crazy inventions.
We've had a run of really good episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on a roll.
Yeah, do you remember when Devin said that season 2 wasn't very good?
I do remember that.
I misremembered. I will be the first to admit, fucked up real bad. Although watching season 5 today, I was like, "Oh, this is a fucking perfect season."
Yeah.
Like
5 is where. What do you think?
I think 4
Best
is where
season.
it starts.
Best season.
Best season 5 and 8 for me are my two favorites.
5 and 8.
I-
So we'll get there in like a year.
Yeah. I don't know if I can break it down by season.
How about best season just of the year? Mine for me, fall. I like the leaves changing.
I like the sweet spot at the end of summer and the beginning of fall.
Mine's college football.
Mine's Toyota-thon.
Mine's Honda days.
My favorite season is definitely college football season.
Right.
Mine's Of the Witch. All right.
Mine's Greetings.
What's
my favorite season? Greetings.
Mine's Eng.
Season's Greetings.
Mine's gonna be Eng.
Mine's allergies.
We're losing our mind, folks. Call in.
Yeah.
We'll keep this going for a little while. If there's anybody else that wants to call in, what are our numbers looking like, Darren?
What are our numbers looking
We've got
like?
3 on Facebook.
Yikes.
We have
Oh, it's fine.
a combined listener. So we are right now. We are 110 minutes into this stream.
Yeah.
We have had a combined minute total of 2,308 minutes watched. So that's cool.
Oh, good. The metric I was looking for.
The one that's easily translated. Hey, I got a dashboard in front of me.
Confessional?
Yeah.
When
1,000 people.
Yes.
1,000
At
people at least. That's incredible. Thank you guys. Wow, that's really incredible. Guys, there's a moment where the Beatrice dies.
Oh yeah, that happy moment.
Oh, big time.
Big time death.
She leaves all of her money to Abe.
Big Time
who
Death's
now
my favorite
has,
local podcast.
A crazy amount of money, and he tries to Brewster's Millions it. He's
$107,000.
Yeah, which in today's money would be $86 million.
Brewster's 86 million.
Yeah.
That's a total of $2,000 watched per minute.
Hell yeah, dude.
Shut up. Fuck you.
All right, our analytics guy is on it.
Yeah, we're playing Moneyball here.
Jonah Hill, if you're listening, call in and give us some fun stories about shooting that movie, huh? John Hamm, what's he like?
Abe, Grandpa takes a bus to Las Vegas to put all of his money on black so he can double it and use it to help everybody in Springfield.
Yep.
And as all of these old people are restless on the bus, Otto screams, "You guys quiet down or I'm going to jam this baby into a river." And they all quiet down for the rest of the ride. That's fun.
And Otto's plea for his case for getting $107,000 from Abe Simpson was he wanted to customize the bus that he doesn't own but just drives.
Yeah. yeah. Oh, yeah. Grandpa hears applications from everybody in the town about how they would spend the money if he gave it away to them. I liked Burns going up.
Oh, that's great.
You know, as a millionaire, he's begging for the money, and Abe asks him why he needs it. He's got everything already. And he's like, I don't want to live in a world where people wouldn't grovel for $100,000.
I would definitely grovel for that.
I would grovel for that.
What's the least amount of money you'd grovel for?
Ooh, I would self-flagellate for $700.
I would.
Andy would back autofellatio for $700.
I would grovel for. I would grovel for $1,000.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, for sure.
Grovel for $1,000.
Oh yeah.
I'd grovel for $500.
I do it.
I'd grovel for fucking.
I grovel for $20
Yeah.
at a time for Planet Ant every fucking day. You guys.
I'd grovel. Yeah.
Yeah, check Darren's fundraiser.
Yeah.
I'd grovel for a goddamn Crunchwrap Supreme.
Right. Let's be real about who we are, people.
I'll
That
fucking.
is the real answer to what would you do for a Klondike bar.
Yeah.
I
What would
just
you-
fucking grovel?
What would you do for a grovel?
Please.
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 Please. Do anything. I'm begging you.
Scared all the cats
What would
away.
Give me a Klondike bar. Oh my god. on your knees. My kid's baby needs this Klondike bar.
Every cat is gone.
Every cat's gone.
All the cats were here.
Please, my
They're all
kid's baby
terrified.
needs.
My kid's baby needs a Klondike bar. What would you do for a Klondike bar? No, please! I'm begging you! Oh, anything! Why are you getting back in the van? Why are you getting back in the van? Please give me the Klondike bar.
Are they in a van in that commercial?
Yeah, they drive around in a Klondike van.
I kind of don't remember that being part of it.
Hey, trust me. I saw a lot of the tapings of that. I was around for a lot of the
I can
tapings.
shit into my own mouth. Trust me.
I promise you, I remember there being a van.
Trust me, guy with my own shit in my teeth.
Just it seemed like in the summer of 2014, it seemed like every place I went out to, there was a van asking me what I would do for a Klondike bar, and they got me to do a lot of uncompromising stuff. They got me to expose myself in ways that I'm definitely not comfortable with anymore. But
anymore, what has changed?
I did it all
The
for
original goat seed.
Yeah. What would you do?
Right.
What would you do for a Klondike bar? The nookie.
Just to be
So
clear,
stick it up
Klondike
here.
was not affiliated with that, and those vans.
As
Yeah,
far
those
as
are-
I know, Klondike was affiliated with that. The dude, as far as I can figure out, this was absolutely 100% legitimate. It was a dude with a white van asked me to do crazy stuff,
And then you said you're the Klondike guys, right?
and he was
then
like,
they
"Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
answer.
yeah,
and
yeah,
they,
yeah.
Okay.
At no point was I ever given an actual Klondike bar.
Oh shucks.
Yeah,
Better luck
but
next time.
they
Big
kept
surprise there.
pushing my limits. They kept pushing the limits of what I would do for one until I really snapped.
And by snapped, you mean?
Stole the Declaration of Independence.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You went full John Voight.
I voided real hard.
I think it's our civic duty to void.
Yeah, dude. What an upstanding member of society John
What a
Voight turned
great
out
guy.
to be. What a good guy. A lot of good things to say on the internet.
I
He
hate
is
my
so-
daughter Angelina Jolie.
He's such a righty that he loves the Declaration of Independence so much that he stole it.
We have open lines. Anybody watching? I know you guys are there. It's 313-365-4948.
What's your favorite cinematic groveling? Because I think Will Forte and MacGruber is some of the funniest.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
that's
that's
good
Do
groveling.
you want me to suck
That's
your
good
dick?
grovel. That's good grovel. I think
Suck
Paul
your dick.
Dano, Paul Dano, and There Will Be Blood.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
good groveling.
We're officially
both him and what's his face, Daniel Day-Lewis have some pretty good groveling in that moment.
They do.
Because when Paul Dano's got the power, he's like, I've abandoned my boy, and then at the end he's like, he's gonna kill him with that pinball. Not
Pinball.
not pinball.
He has an
Bowling
Addams
pin.
Family pinball machine that he's going to kill
That
him with.
bowling pin, and that's some good Paul Dano groveling back there. Groveling.
We are 40
Pinball
41
graveling.
minutes off of the runtime of There Will Be Blood.
All right, so our goal is to make all of these run.
Oh,
it-
no,
to-
no, no,
all of
no,
these to be
no.
as good.
I can't do another 41.
Oh no.
Somebody call in
Oh,
and make
no,
these
don't
41
mind if I
minutes
do.
go by faster.
Yeah, we
I
haven't
know
had
no
a
one
call in a while. We can start wrapping it up, folks.
Well, people are scared to call in because they're gonna end up in the doghouse. if
Favorite
they
joke
call
of the
in.
episode. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, favorite joke of the episode.
My
Oh,
favorite
hey,
joke-
we have whoever Von Wenk is. Yes, Bart the Daredevil is in season 2. That's one of your favorite episodes.
Oh, we got someone calling
Uh,
in. What does it call in?
That is unanimously all of our favorite episodes right
Yeah.
now. Hey, caller, you're on the line. Please turn your stream down and then talk to us. Who do we have on the line?
Oh, it's Mike Boone again.
Mike
Oh, whoa, boys.
Yeah. We're
It's just us, the fellas.
We're just normal guys.
Yeah, just fellas.
just 4 fellas, 5 fellas.
We're just
So excited.
Philosophical.
Mike
How
Boone.
how are you guys?
You're calling us to ask us how we are? How are you?
Yeah. Oh, I'm great. I'm just here on the front lines of coronavirus.
What do you mean by front lines of coronavirus?
Are you for or
You
against
know,
it? Are
I'm
you on the
just
Corona
out
side or
here.
the people side?
Are you fighting for Corona?
No, right. Well, we almost lost it the other day, but I think it's back and it's stronger than ever. So
What do you mean
I'm
we
very
almost lost
excited.
it?
We being you and the disease? You are...
Yeah. Well, it went and visited a certain Republican, and he was kind of a nightmare. Fuck, I can't remember his name now. Oh, this is really embarrassing. I had a real funny bit.
Oh, Jim Jordan? I don't know.
Donald Trump?
Florida.
Donald Trump.
Devin
Republican from
Nunes.
Florida. No.
Jeb Bush.
Rick Scott.
Marco Rubio.
Rick Scott.
Rick Scott. Marco
It
Rubio.
wasn't Rubio. It's the other one.
Rick Scott.
Ted Cruz.
The
Ted
ball
Cruz is
guy.
Ted
Texas.
Cruz.
Ted Cruz is Florida, is Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
One time, Ted Cruz liked a porn tweet on accident.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
I don't.
And
but
it was a picture of Andy spraying both
It-
front and
yeah.
back.
Ted Cruz accidentally liked a picture of me spraying out of both holes.
Yeah.
You had to a third one now that you got the blowhole dolphin.
Yeah, now I got 3 going.
Oh,
Mike
gosh.
Boone,
Ted Cruz
you
is
work
scary.
you work in medical science.
Yeah.
Are you doing coronavirus stuff?
No, I work on cancer stuff, so we just pretend like it's not there. But
Oh.
what do
we
you
got radiation guns.
You got radiation
And those
guns?
don't help for what we're going through.
We just pointed at the coronavirus.
If you pointed
yeah.
a normal
Maybe-
gun at the
Can we-
coronavirus, do you think you could shoot the
Yeah.
virus?
Can you confirm that normal guns and X-ray guns both don't work on defeating the
X-ray guns
coronavirus?
gotta work.
I can't confirm. I'm not that type of scientist. I don't know that I can confirm.
Do you think if
or
you pointed
deny.
an X-ray gun at the
So-
virus, you could
Yeah,
see
yeah,
what
yeah.
was
So
in there and
Martian
figure out how we
gun.
get it?
So, Mike, you can't confirm that it doesn't help. Should I
Yeah.
point my real gun at the coronavirus?
And does anyone know
Well,
how
if it's
Andy got a
coming
real
at
gun?
ya,
Okay,
if it's
so
coming at you, what else are you gonna do?
it can't hurt to shoot the virus, is what you're telling me.
It cannot hurt.
I'm not sure that it will help.
You're not sure that it will help, but you can't say definitively that it won't.
And it's your official recommendation we should.
It-
Your professional recommendation as a scientist
is that we should do it.
As a non-medical professional, I cannot confirm or deny if you sit in a vat of radiation that you will or will not get the coronavirus.
Okay.
All
So
right.
what I'm hearing is that I should take out my Smith and Wesson and fucking
Yeah,
blast.
yeah.
I have a pistol.
Blast
It
this.
is a 6-shooter cowboy gun, and I will fire it at the virus when I
Yeah.
feel that the virus is near me.
Load 1 chamber. 1 for me, 1 for the virus. We play fucking Russian
Russian
roulette.
toulette.
Russian toulette.
Russian roulette with the virus.
Russian toulette. That's
Oh.
2 hits. Me hitting the virus, me hitting the floor.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you guys ever play Russian roulette with Benadryl?
No.
No, what is this?
Go on.
Go
Enlighten me.
on.
You're
Go
talking to
on.
the right crowd for this.
Go on.
So you put 6 cups and you invite 5 of your closest friends over, and you put 6 cups on a lazy Susan. That's a lazy Susan.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you put Tylenol in 5 of the cups, just one little thing, and 1 thing of Benadryl. You spin the lazy Susan, and whoever gets the Benny gets a real good nap.
Yeah, they just pass out.
I feel like that needs to be our what we do before our next college show.
Oh, my God.
Just
we should.
watching somebody struggle to fight against the grogginess of Benadryl on this
Someone
episode.
gets canceled like
Yeah.
Roseanne.
We'll do Lazy Susan.
Yeah,
one
and then we wake up
Benadryl.
and do some real upsetting
Yeah.
tweets like Roseanne.
I think we should
blame
open
him
it
on the
up.
Benadryls.
I think we should take our lazy Susan and I think we should take this to the next level. I think we need at least 5 different things that all
Okay.
look the same.
Pepsi.
As
No, now
someone
it's
who is
too
a very
dangerous.
casual drug user, yes.
It used to be
The
it used to be a
Benadryl,
cute little game.
Pepsi, chocolate pudding.
We're putting some acid in there. You know we're putting some acid in there.
Wholesome Andy says pudding Pepsi. As if one could not tell the difference.
No, I can't.
Please don't give me the Pepsi.
My I have a I'm missing the chromosome that lets you see the viscosity of liquids. So I
You think there's a
literally
dedicated chromosome
yeah,
for that?
there is because I don't
the
have it,
4th chromosome.
and I cannot tell if you hand me a cup of Pepsi and a cup of chocolate pudding, I'm telling you right now, brother, I'm not gonna know which is which.
Yeah, that's chromosome number 1.
Yeah, that's number 1 is the pudding chromosome.
Because that's the first most important.
I love how we should just we should utilize Mike Boone as a scientist more.
Oh, yeah.
Just say
Mike Boone is the resident scientist of Homerphilia.
Just co-sign all of our garbage claims, so we can say a scientist agrees with us.
Yeah, a scientist agrees.
I do not agree.
So our poll quotes so far were scientist approved. Hey, what was the first one?
Mike Boone, is that fair to say? Can we say scientist approved? Homerphilia, scientist approved?
I guess you could. I don't work as a scientist anymore, but you could say former scientist approved.
We'll leave out the word former. We'll do an
Ex-scientist approved.
That's even better.
Okay, as someone who works in medical science, is business booming right now? Is this like Black Friday for medical science?
Oh, no. It is the opposite.
Is this the time to get in on the ground floor?
Yeah.
Do you think I have what it takes to become a doctor?
Do you have any insider trading medical stuff?
Do you think one can have a natural ability at this kind of stuff?
Do you think I have a natural aptitude to be a doctor? And should I just skip getting the degree
Do you think if my uncle taught medicine at MIT for a record-setting number of years, that means I'm good at it too?
Yeah, that's.
I love
I
breaking
can't wait
MIT
to-
records.
Yeah, I love breaking tenure records at MIT. I love
They hung his lab coat from the rafters.
I love cycling through the professorial record book at MIT.
I love in Back to the Future when he goes back in time with the almanac of all the the most tenured professors at MIT and bets on it and wins.
I hold the record
No,
for most F's given as an MIT. You know what?
I can't relate because I don't give an F. But
a lot of times
Nice.
on Twitter where everybody's talking about how good it is to not give an F. But sometimes, as a professor, that's exactly what you got to do. Is give one. Yeah, I'm a professor. I don't give no Fs. I give the most Fs.
Mike Boone, do you think we stand a chance against this thing?
And they say that a nation divided will never stand apart. And is that true to you?
Yeah, do you agree with Abraham Lincoln?
And is it true that that it's not what you can do for your country, but what your country can do for you? And what would you exactly do for your country? if
And
you
Gettysburg Address, good or bad?
And the Ich bin ein Berlin.
And how
yes
much
or no?
responsibility do you hold in all of this?
There's a lot of questions coming at me, and I'm not sure.
And
How
how
did
many
I- how did
times? How many walls should Gorbachev tear down? Just the one?
Okay.
This or that?
I'm not saying that I'm a good scientist.
Okay.
I'm not saying that I'm doing the big work. I'm not saying that I won a Nobel Prize today or anything crazy.
Did you? Wait, did you?
Did you?
I'm just a normal scientist, man.
If you won a Nobel Prize, what would it be for?
A comedy?
That's called the Mark Twain Prize.
You can win the Nobel Prize for literature.
Yes. Do you consider yourself a comedian or a humorist?
Are you? Yeah. Are you? Are you
I'm
more of a
a
Ted Glass
celebrity
or a
personality.
Borowitz?
Celebrity personality.
No, I'm a celebrity personality.
All right, like Hollywood.
I'm not an
Squares type
actor. I'm not a performer. I'm a celebrity.
Good for you.
That's what I've always considered myself.
Of
I'm
all
like
the
the
local-
James St. James of Detroit.
If you could cast one,
Did you just make a James St. James reference?
Oh yeah,
baby. Read his book. Loved it.
I
also own
I know,
Clubland.
I wanted to call it as James St. James, but I didn't. I was worried that
hang up and
Mike,
call in.
Mike Boone, that is absolutely down my track of shit that I love to talk about. So the next time after this all blows over, we're gonna have a nice long chat about James St. James, Michael Alec, the whole Club Kid
Boone and
culture.
I were talking about how much you like Club Kid shit and how we all need to talk about Club Kid stuff.
You
Yeah.
tapped a nerve in Andy right now.
Oh, nice.
I love it.
Boone and I talked Club Kids a couple weeks ago.
I love Club Kid
What
shit.
What are the twins from the Club Kids called? What are their names?
The Menendez brothers.
I'm trying to look it up now.
I can't remember.
Mary Kate and something.
Ashley. Mary Kate and Reba McEntire.
Yeah, Mary Kate and Ashley.
Classic
Club
No, I'm
Kids.
pretty sure it was Mary Kate and Reba McEntire.
Yeah, what a lot of people don't know is that they're actually brothers.
All right, buddy.
No.
Thank you for the call. We're gonna do this again soon. We love
bye.
to hear from you.
I love you, and I'm in love with you.
We love for you to confirm all of our deep understanding of scientific issues.
And if you find out any new science, please text us.
Please text us all the science that you
newer
know.
sciences.
What we can do, how we can stop it.
Oh, actually,
what goes
real
where?
science.
Ooh.
Real science. So washing your hands is helpful.
Yeah.
Are you guys actually wearing masks?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, I tried to put a
can't
mask
tell-
on earlier, but I turned green and I started saying, "Somebody stop me!" So I had to take it off.
Oh yeah, like Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put a mask on earlier. I couldn't stop pointing out who was smoking.
I put a mask on earlier, and I was friends with Cher and Eric Stoltz.
Yeah. I put on a mask earlier. I saw a pretty lady, and my heart started to literally beat out of my corporeal chest, so I had to take it off.
Oh, I got a story. I put on a mask earlier, and all of a sudden I was a pet detective. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And that's improv,
Okay.
baby.
Baby.
Yeah.
Good night, boys.
Good night.
Good night.
Aw, Mike Boone.
Sweetie.
Favorite joke from this episode?
Oh, my favorite joke from the episode is when he's on the roller coaster by himself and the ghost of his old girlfriend appears next to him and he screams in horror.
Yeah. And everybody, they did such a great job with that bit too, because everybody on the roller coaster looks at him like alarmed, like something bad is happening.
There's another instance in this episode of Abe getting alarmed at something very normal.
The manager of the manager of the retirement complex comes into his room to
just
talk
knocks on the door.
to talk about finances, and he's like, "Hello, Abe," and he goes, "Ah!" Abe is always really wound up.
Or something.
Yes. Yeah. Oh no.
Rub down.
So he finds out that Abe has money, and the sleazy guy that owns the retirement complex goes, we really want to know when people have money, because there are, rub downs, and then there are
rub downs.
So he basically said, because Abe has $100,000 now, he can get jerked off.
Right. I liked. Maybe you wrote this one down. I don't remember the exact wording. But he gets back from the wildlife thing, and he says, "I've got a date with an angel." And then Beardsley.
Yes.
Beardsley says,
he goes, "You don't know how right you are."
You don't know how right you are. Because she died.
Because she died.
Which
that
was
yeah.
a funny bit.
Good turn of phrase. So Abe decides to take the money and hold auditions, open auditions, basically, to see who in the town deserves the money, so they can do something good with it. And obviously the news reports on this goings on, and what's his name? The reporter?
Kent Brockman.
Yeah.
Kent Brockman.
Kent Brockman.
Oh yeah, this joke fucking rules.
So Kent Brockman goes live reporting about Abe, and he goes, "Not since this humble reporter's marriage to the weather girl has this town been filled with rumor and innuendo."
As he gets in
like,
line to
as he
grovel.
gets in line to grovel. This is very funny.
Just quiet resentment
Just
at the town.
Resentment at the town for how they treated him for dating a young weather girl. That was very funny.
I
to
loved when Abe goes in to buy the Napoleon Fez, and what's his name? I always forget his name, but he goes, "Nothing says
Herman.
I love
Herman,
you."
yeah.
Herman. Nothing says I love you like a military antique.
Yeah, so he sells him Napoleon's Fez hat that he wore briefly before a specific battle, and in his excitement after Abe buys it, he leaves his old hat, and then you see Herman put that old hat in the the shop window with a sign that says "The hat McKinley was shot in." Very good.
Yeah. Shout
Very
out Leon
good.
Scholgatz or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Where's this stacking up for you guys episode-wise?
This was really good, but I don't think it was better than Bart.
No, it's not.
Like I had a bigger struggle in the last couple weeks saying that it wasn't better than Bart the General than this. The last like 3-4 episodes have been really fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, this stretch is definitely is good.
Yeah.
But I am still sticking with Bart the Daredevil as
Bart the
my favorite
Daredevil.
episode, 100%.
Yep.
I think that again, that's thus far that is the best combination of the
agreed
taste, the heart, the.
This had all of it though.
It did, yeah. It was good. Good up.
What I think I don't know. So far, everything comes together better when it's focused on the family. I think they get a better handle about how to do these episodes that don't specifically involve the family better as we go on. Right now, they're doing some good ones. They're just not like home run hitters. So until they figure how to handle those.
Totally.
Yeah.
There's no B plot in this one.
Yeah, it was all just one story. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that. I mean, I like when there's two good plots in one episode.
I feel like they spend some of the earlier portion of these seasons doing just A's, and then they pivot to an A and B during like my favorite golden era.
Yeah,
and then they later go to an A, B, and C.
At
Sometimes
a certain point, they go A, B, C, and it just all falls apart. And I think that they just course corrected to Family Guy stuff. They don't need a third plot.
Right.
When I spec'd The Simpsons, I just wrote an A and a B.
Yeah. That is the classic. The classic Simpsons formula is unrelated top, A and a B. The A and B come together at the end.
Yeah.
That's the classic Simpsons.
We love unrelated tops.
We love unrelated tops. Yeah. Like we love just like nice black slacks and like a fucking lime green tube top with the Cricket wireless logo. like men's dress pants. And then unrelated top, just like a lime green tube top.
Do you have a crush on a
wireless?
Cricket wireless salesman?
What? That wears a lime green tube top with the logo on it, but men's dress slacks? What?
And he wants to get topped by a Cricket wireless.
Hubba hubba.
Gubba gubba.
We've talked to you about your favorite episode before, Alex.
Yes.
But is like now that you're
things changed.
I feel like people do come on this show and get reacquainted with The Simpsons in a way that they haven't been in a while. Now that you've had a chance to think about it, are there any episodes that you're like, oh man, that one really sticks with me now?
I think just based on like the watch through, because I've been listening to all the episodes you've released, and
Quail?
The one that you just came out with where Bart gets hit by a car. I think that might be my favorite one so far. Even though the ending is kind of a cop out.
Yeah. Yes.
It was very funny.
It was a great episode. Like like
the ending, like if you trim that last.
Yeah, and they really didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
Which was so bizarre to like shoehorn in that like we're getting a divorce thing in the last 90 seconds of an episode.
Do you think that like Dragon Ball Z Kai, we should release a abbreviated Simpsons edit of all of the seasons to cut out the filler?
We should take 30 seasons of The Simpsons and cut it down to the best 22-minute episode of TV that's ever existed. Yes, that's our
Good
new
idea.
project.
We will be spending the quarantine.
we will be spending the quarantine writing our new hit comedy show, Stuck on 2, Now They're the Presidents Now. A sequel to the hit film from 2001, Stuck on You.
We have not seen the movie.
We have not seen the movie. We promise to not see it.
We have a written agreement that it's going up.
PJ says we're putting it up. All we know that Matt Damon and Greg Kinnear are stuck to each other, and this sequel posits, what if they're the presidents now?
Yep.
And husbands.
And husbands, and maybe it's I don't want to give away too much.
We don't want to give away too much. We don't want to spoil.
So we're going to be spending the quarantine writing that and cutting all 30 seasons of The Simpsons into the single best 22-minute episode of TV in the history of TV.
After every episode, you should go over and see if there's any 5-second segment that belongs in the ultimate 22-minute cut.
Even 5 seconds is too much.
Yeah. You got any sponsors?
I wanna sponsor.
You want to sponsor?
Oh, you're gonna sponsor.
Oh, sorry.
something this time.
I wanna shout out a sponsor. It's Chester's blowhole masks.
Yep.
For every dolphin trying to figure out their way in the world right now.
Wow, that's good.
Chester's blowhole masks.
Chester's blowhole mask.
I want to thank our sponsor, Chester's front and back masks. When you got to stop your front from spraying and you got to stop your back from spraying.
Cool. I want to
simultaneously.
We've got
if you're trying to do you're doing both a brown blast and kind of a just an off-white cream.
Usually,
creamy,
I'm spending
milky.
my energy trying to make one calm down so the other one can go.
That makes sense. If
You
guys,
do. I asked
I've
you which
never-
you're doing. You say either boy milk or boy chocolate
I'm
milk.
never trying to
God
stop
damn it.
both at once.
If you guys know me, you guys know I love clementines.
Yeah.
We got a new sponsor today. It's a new rebrand of produce. They're called Quarantines.
Oh, that's wordplay.
That's wordplay. That's what that is. So they're trying out something new.
Homerphilia.
Head to your nearest grocer when this all blows over and buy some Quarantines.
Bergs, you got any sponsors?
Sponsors are X-ray vision goggles. You get 6 UPC codes from Joke Books, and you mail them in. You get X-ray vision goggles, and they work.
Oh yeah, I also want to thank guns. Shoot them at the virus, kill the virus.
Yeah,
Kill the virus.
Scientist approved. Shoot guns at the virus.
I did go to the doctor and he prescribed me a gun, and I went
Yeah.
into CVS and they put it in one of those little bite bags.
There isn't anything alive that can't be killed by gun.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you soon. We're gonna do another one of these really soon.